And we are back. 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 Had to grab a little bit of caffeine for me. A little bit of chocolate, a little bit of caffeine, but we are indeed back like we never left. We have the Nuggets taking on the Warriors here. Are we on the right channel? It's another ABC game, right? Yeah. We're good. They're just informing us on this blizzard that is here. Let me look out the window real quick. It's mostly rain. A little bit of snow build up out there, but mostly rain right now. Liam, go Curry. Here we go. Here we go. Is Curry playing? Let's make sure. I did see somebody saying that Curry might be out. Honestly, didn't even check. Just saw that they were good. Porzingis is out. Curry is out. Be reevaluated in 10 days. Porzingis is out because, of course, he is. He's always out. Both Curry brothers are out. And obviously, Butler is out. But outside of that, everybody else is available. So if this one ends up being the blowout of the night, I think we'll be all right. Obviously, if we're forced to end it early, we'll end it early if it ends up not being a very entertaining game and the Nuggets end up blowing them out. Because the Nuggets are coming off a very impressive victory in which they blew out, I forgot who they played, but they blew them out. Well, it's not a close game. They put up like 157 points in regulation. Pretty crazy. So, hopefully. Steph Curry is out, Liam. Here we go. Porzingis out. Curry's out. Other Curry is out. Curry number 2. Steph Curry's out. We can get that out of there now. Anthony said, Jokic needs 23 points for my parlay. On a night like tonight, I could see Jokic going for like a calm 15, 15, 15, and 14. Like a game like that where he just does a little bit of everything. Doesn't need to be the main scorer. We have a couple of games that have also tipped off here. We got Nets, Hawks. We got Raptors, Bucks. We can keep up with those as well as the night goes on. Bernard Johnson, Eric C. Appreciate you guys. Liam said, who do you want to win? I don't have a dog in this fight. And both teams are in the Western Conference, so it doesn't benefit my team either. So honestly, I don't really care. I hope it's a good game. I hope we get a good game today. We're coming off a really good game between the Cavs and the Thunder. Hopefully we go right into another good game here. Both teams being in the West Coast doesn't really have standings implications to me in the West, in the East. So honestly, just give me a good game. Just give me a good game. This game leads into the 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock start time games. But we're not doing any of those. It leads right into the Celtics-Lakers game. It'll be about half hour in between. That's an NBC game. Wow, so you got ABC games early in the afternoon. And then you get the NBC games in the late afternoon, early night. And then, that's it. That's the only game. That's the only other game on. NBC, 6:30 start time. Interesting they don't have a late game on. I know it's Sunday, but still. All right, here we go. Eric C said 3-game stream? You're going to eat, dude? You got to keep up that energy for the Knicks. I got some candy. I got some chocolate for a little caffeine push here to get through this game. And then we should have about an hour in between before the start of the Knicks game. So this is a 3:30 start time, tipping off here around 3:45. So that means that games are about 2.5 hours. So we should be good around 6, even if it goes a little longer to like 6:30-ish. We start pushing 3 hours, right? So, game doesn't tip off till 8. We're live at 7:30. So we'll have an hour. We'll have at least an hour and a half or so. You know, at that point, Eric, I'll go, I'll shower, I'll eat, brush my teeth, maybe take a quick half-hour nap, and then we'll be good. The Fleas, what's up, Fleas? Another very generous super chat. Appreciate you, Fleas. As always, brother, thank you. Said, feels like bro's been streaming for 2 days straight now. True. My voice definitely feels that way, I'll tell you that. But the more we do it, the more we get used to it, right? Denver is really close to finally being fully healthy after a disastrous stretch where 4 of their 5 starters were out, and for a couple of games, all 5 starters were out. Murray was the last guy standing, and then he was kind of in and out for a little bit. And we just started the game. Also, I forgot, I gotta reset this. Doesn't take too long, but Murray has it up top. I got y'all real quick, watch this. They get it over to Strawther, who's in the starting lineup for the injured Aaron Gordon. Now over to Jokic. Jokic up top. This Denver's won the tip. Pocket pass to Jokic. Off Murray. Out to Strawther. A 3. Strawther can't get it to go. Battle for the loose ball rebound. And the Warriors pick it up and they're bringing it down. All right. They get it into Moses Moody with the layup. Runs right into Murray and gets the layup to go. No foul call. That should be Golden State at the bottom there. Jokic hits Strawther, cutting back door. He gets the beautiful reverse layup to go. We have Nuggets taking on the Warriors here. So the Nugs should be right around here. Nuggets, Warriors, there we go. Here we go. We're into it. Who knocked down that shot? The world may never know. But they knocked down a 3. Is that Moody? Also, let's pull this up now, too, as well. See, I was slacking. I was too busy getting my chocolate, and I didn't set this up properly. Strawther has taken the first 3 shots of the game for the Nuggets here. Definitely playing into the hands of the Warriors so far. They kick it out to Moody. Extra pass to Horford. Horford to 3. Horford knocks it down. And just like that, it's 8-2 start. For all the people who thought the Nuggets were going to run away with it from start to finish, great start for Golden State so far. They get it into Jokic. High post, left wing. He's got Brown curling off of him. Fakes the handoff. Hands it off to Johnson. Johnson, mid-range pull-up jumper. Johnson can't get it to go. And now Moody steps back for a 3. And D'Anthony Melton knocks down the step back 3. It's 11-2. It's 11-2, 2 minutes into the game. 9-point lead early here for the Warriors. Let's see if it holds. They hand it off to Murray. Murray driving it down in the mid-range. Fall-away jumper. Got it to go. And the foul for Jamal Murray. Finally stops the bleeding a little bit there. Horford with 2 threes. Melton's hit a 3. Liam said, I want overtime to happen because I think it would be cool, but Golden State. True. I'm sure. I'll do an overtime game. Just one overtime, though. Yesterday, we had the double overtime game. Crazy. Jamal Murray knocks down his and one free throw. He is a knockdown free throw shooter. Here comes Pat Spencer bringing it down. Pat Spencer has it up top. They get it over to Melton. Melton runs right into Jokic, but knocked out of bounds by the Nuggets. So it'll stay here with the Warriors. Mindset John, what's up, Mindset John? Said, here we go again. Jokic is in the house. Yes, sir. They get it over to Santos. Santos driving it down, kicks it out. Christian Brown jumps the passing lane, saves it, but right to Horford. Another 3 for Horford. Can't get that one to go. He knocked down his first 2 of the game. Murray skies for a rebound. Home run pass to Jokic. No look pass to Christian Brown to the rim. Gets the layup to go. Also looking for a foul call. He doesn't get a ton of contact. Great finish from Christian Brown there. Obviously, excellent pass from Jokic, as always. D'Anthony Melton has it up top, being guarded by Brown. Coming to his right, Christian Brown, that is. D'Anthony Melton under the rim, kicks it out to Santos. Santos hesitates from 3, driving the lane in the paint, tries to kick it to the corner, but hits the side of the rim. Pat Spencer picks it up. They swing it around and end up with a wide open 3 for Moses Moody, and he rattles it in. The 3-point shots are coming aplenty here for the Golden State Warriors. They get it over to Johnson. Johnson on the left wing, being guarded by Melton. Johnson gets it over to Jokic. Jokic up top, being guarded by Santos. Hands it off to Murray. Back to Jokic. Jokic swings through to his right against Santos. Stop, drop step in the paint, cross-court pass in the corner. Christian Braun, a three. They dare him to shoot it. He does, and he knocks it down anyway. 14-10. Back and forth affair we go here. Pat Spencer has it up top, directing traffic. They get it over to Horford. Horford up top, swings it over to Melton. Melton coming to his right. Pull up three for DeAnthony Melton. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Always liked DeAnthony Melton as a player. Happy to see him back out there after dealing with the ACL injury last year. Murray has it up top, crosses over on Spencer, tries to get it over to Jokic, gets knocked out of the air. Santos picks it up over to Moody. Moody crosses over down the lane, gets chased down, blocked by Strother. Too nonchalant for Moses Moody. Hit ahead to Jokic. Jokic, no look pass inside the Brown. Brown gets fouled, and the layup, and he's going to the foul line for one more. He can get it to a one-point game. 8 minutes to go. And Jokic is already diming people up all over the court. Mainly Christian Braun. Jokic and Christian Braun have a nice connection. We know the connection between Jokic and Murray is special, but he's got a really nice connection he's built up here with Christian Braun. That's already 3 assists now to Christian Braun. One of them a 3, the other 2 a layup in transition. JMP, what's up, JMP? It's Juan. Stay safe during the blizzard, as always. Appreciate you, Juan. Appreciate you. As always, enjoy catching your stream. Make sure you get enough rest, bro. Appreciate you, Jay. Appreciate you, Juan. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Thank you. We're gonna take care of ourselves right after this one. We're gonna have some time to rest, and we're gonna get right back into it. It is a blizzard Sunday, so we're gonna take advantage of it. Moses Moody, a straightaway 3, got it to go. And my goodness, the Warriors are getting off early here from three-point line. Christian Braun off the handoff from Jokic, gets to the foul line, leaves it off for Jokic. Jokic at the foul line being guarded by Horford. Just rises and shoots the midi. Can't get that one to go. Podziemski has come into the game and snags that rebound. Here comes DeAnthony Melton. Melton on the right wing, coming to his left. They feed it down low to Horford, being guarded by Murray. Inside pass to Gary Payton, and he gets the layup to go. Beautiful pass from Horford. He's staring down Jokic, and he's like, anything you can do, I can also do, brother. Oh, my goodness, Jokic with a beautiful pass, but Julian Strother smokes the layup, messing up the Jokic highlight. Strother, what are we doing, man? They get it out to Podziemski, over to Horford, over to Melton. Melton's going to line up another 3, misses that one as well. Jokic with the rebound, bringing it down the other way. Under 7 to go. Is my timer going? My timer is going. I'm just a minute behind. Jokic, another beautiful pass to a cutting Christian Braun for a layup. Jokic is diming it up out there. The Warriors are very much overplaying the Nuggets, and they're just killing them with backdoor cuts, mostly between Braun and Strother. Strother smoked the layup before, and he said, hey, Christian Braun, you go ahead and get into that spot. And he does, gets the backdoor cut on Gary Payton there, overplaying him, scared of the handoff action between he and Jokic. Instead, he cuts back door on him, hits him with a little pocket pass, and he gets the easy layup to go. And we got under 7 minutes to go. We're quickly approaching the halfway point of this first quarter here. It's 19-15. Eric C. said, if the Knicks win, we're going bobsledding. So far, Jokic is what? He's got 6 assists already. This is insane. We just started. We're halfway, not even. We're about halfway. We're almost halfway through the first quarter. He's got 6 assists already. Like I said, it might be the kind of night where he just dimes everybody up and he ends the night with like 15, and 12 or something, you know? On the other side, everybody scored here for the Wizards. I mean, the Wizards. Woo! They might as well be the Wizards tonight. Everybody scored here for the Warriors. Pods just came into the game. He has yet to score. He does have a rebound. But Horford knocked down 2 threes. Melton's knocked down to 3. Moody's knocked down 2 threes as well. Gary Payton got to the basket on a nice drop-off pass for a layup. Liam said, how many games has Curry been out? I've not watched the NBA in a long time. I don't know. Off the top of my head, I don't know. We can pull up his profile here. And go to his game log. When was the last time he logged the game? January 30th. So he's been out. He's been out all of February. Last time he played was the end of January. He's been out all of February. I didn't even realize he's been out that long. Big Rud, what's up, Big Rud? The Fleece had hurt his knee, I think 1.5 weeks ago. Yeah, I mean, he did have the All-Star break, a week off. Nobody was playing basketball. He didn't play in the All-Star game, obviously. But, yeah, I didn't realize he's going to be going on like a month. He's going to be going on a month here soon. It is already February 22nd. Yeah, he's going to be pretty much going on a month. Daniel, what's up, Daniel? Your scoreboard is off? FYI. Gotcha, brother. Gotcha. Thank you. What do we got off so far? It is 15. Thank you. 19 to 15. Thank you, brother. Judge that said, Warriors, come out and play. Absolutely. They're hooping. It's 19 to 15. Like I said, we'll see if this holds. They have knocked down a bunch of shots from the perimeter to start the game. We'll see if it holds for the remainder of it. We do have other games that have tipped off as well. Like you got Nets Hawks tipping off. That's a close one. You got Bucks Raptors tipping off. That's a close one so far. As a Knicks fan, got to root for Raptors losses. They keep them out of that top 4 run. All right, here we go. We're checking back in after that timeout. And D'Anthony Melton bringing it down. 19 to 15 here. Approaching the halfway point. 6:30 to go. Podziemski has it up top being guarded by Murray. It looks like the Nuggets are in a little bit of a zone here. 3-2 zone. Quentin Post gets it down low. Gary Payton dives on it. And it's going to be a timeout. It's going to be a timeout. Jokic is upset he didn't give them the jump ball. But they're just going to they're going to reward the Warriors with that timeout there. So that's a timeout they just use up. Just use up a timeout trying to save the possession. I don't agree with that. Just take the turnover, in my opinion. It's either a turnover or you allow it to be a jump ball. But I don't agree with... You just use the timeout. To use up another timeout there just to save a possession in the first quarter here, I don't agree with that. The only time I think you should be in the situation where if you dive for the ball and you're on the floor and you're fighting for it and you want to save the possession is like if you're in the fourth quarter or you're making a big run in the third quarter, it's a really tight, close game. You just started. We're halfway into the first quarter. I wouldn't use a timeout there. So we get another commercial break after just had a commercial break. Christian Brown has been the one feasting the most off of these Jokic passes. 6 dimes in the first quarter, halfway through the first quarter, is insane. As far as everybody for the Warriors are going, they came out firing from the perimeter, knocking them down. I mean, that is generally the Warriors' play style. Horford knocked down 2, Moody knocked down 2, Melton knocked down 1. Pods and Quentin Post just came into the game. Quentin Post came into the game after that first timeout. Literally played about 20 seconds before they had to use up another timeout. Ooh, excuse me. That one was sneaking up on me. Felt that one for a while. Yeah, so we get about 3 minutes straight of commercial ad breaks because Steve Kerr decided to use a timeout there. Sons Jen, appreciate you, brother. Thank you for that. Who do the Warriors usually go with in this situation where they're down as many guys as they're down? So obviously we know they started my guy Pat Spencer. They also started Guy Santos as well. They brought in Post, they brought in Podziemski, they brought in Gary Payton off the bench as well. No Draymond Green. He's just out. He said, you know what? Steph Curry not playing. I'm out. He said, Steph Curry not playing? Oh, I'm useless then. He said, I'll be out. I'll be back when Steph Curry comes back. When Steph Curry come back, two more weeks? All right, I'll see y'all in 2 weeks. Vic, appreciate you, Vic. Thank you for that, brother. Liam said, what's your favorite time of the NBA? Like my favorite era? Probably the era I grew up watching, right? Because that's when you first fall in love with the game. So like that early 2000s to mid 2010s era is like my favorite era. But honestly, like I've gone back to watch those games every now and again. It's not the greatest era. Like the basketball today is played at a much higher level than it was back then. Even, that feels recent as well, 2008, 2015-ish. But Gary Payton misses the corner three. And now they get it into Murray. Murray off the handoff, driving it down. Foul line pull-up jumper. Too strong, can't get it to go. Bounces on the rim a second time. Fight for the rebound. Knocked out to Straw. They're inside positioning for Jokic. He throws up the floater, can't get it to go. Battle for a rebound. And Gary Payton saves it over to Melton. And now here come the Warriors bringing it down the other way. Melton shoves it over to Moody. Extra pass to Podziemski. A left corner three. Podziemski, and he gets it to go. Warriors are doing an excellent job of spraying to the corners here. It's like the third or fourth time they've done that for an open shot. Also, I should be doing this. Christian Brown driving it down. Over to Jokic, back to Brown. The beautiful give and go. Touch passing between the two guys. Again, he's just feasting in these scenarios. Podziemski a pull-up three. Well short, can't get it to go. Straw there with the shallow rebound. Jokic, quick hit ahead to Johnson. Johnson over to Brown. Brown's going to set his feet and fire. Christian Brown halfway down, but he can't get it to go. Jokic, the offensive rebound, inside the Brown. Pump fakes, loses the handle, pulls it back out. Inside the Jokic, down the lane, floater off glass, can't get it to go. Battling on the glass for his own rebound. Snags it, puts it up, can't get it to go, but he does draw the foul. Jokic just looks like a bear down there. Just out-hustling, out-muscling everybody down in the paint. He's got three guys hanging all over him, and he still manages to find a way to get that rebound. Didn't have positioning. The Flea said Pods is booty cheeks. He's not very good. Not very good. Plays hard. Smart basketball player. But he's got to keep working on that game, I'll tell you that. Jokic knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. He should definitely be leaning into a little bit of a Josh Hardian type of role. I'll tell you that. Jason, what's up, Jason? Draymond got ruled out 5 minutes before the start. They had no update that published the roster for the day. Oof. They're going to get fined for that. I'll tell you that. That is against the rules. The betting partners will not be happy. They will be at Adam Silver's door. Jokic knocks down both free throws. 22-19 here. 5 minutes to go. Podziemski has it up top. They get it over to Post. Inside to Richards. Over to Post. Kicks it over to Moody. Moody, another open corner three. Can't get that one to go. Podziemski, the offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Richards. Over to Gary Payton. Now over to Podziemski. Podziemski coming to his left. Pass fake. Gets it over to Post. Inside to Richard. Richard, little fall away mid-range shot. Got it to go. The ball movement from the Warriors has been excellent so far. A little bit of triangle offense there for the Warriors, by the way. Jokic has it on the right wing, being guarded by Quinn Post. Kick it out to Hardaway, back to Jokic. Jokic, backing him down, drop step, hook shot. Can't get that one to go. Quinn Post with the rebound. And they call the foul on Jokic. Late foul call, but they do call it. Jokic, a little frustrated that he missed an open hook shot for himself, a shot he knocks down more often than not. And just ended up slapping at the ball, which fouls Quinn Post. Crandon said, Draymond said, I have a podcast. I'll be back. Yeah, no, he walked into the building. He said, what do you mean Steph Curry's not back yet? All right, I'll see y'all soon. Let me go record a podcast. Quinn Post can't knock down the three. Jokic with the rebound. A dribble pull-up three for Hardaway. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Here comes Podziemski bringing it down the other way. Pods has it up top. Walks into a pull-up three. Can't get that one to go. That's not your game, brother. That's not your game. Here comes Jokic bringing it down. Gets it over to Hardaway. Hardaway crosses over, down the lane, ball knocked out of his hands, no foul called. They try to throw the home run pass, gets knocked out of the air, and Jamal Murray gets a wide open three, and he misses it. Here comes Moses Moody bringing it down the other way. 3:45 to go. Moody gets it over to Post. Post has it up top. They get it over to Gary Payton. He's going to set his feet and fire. He's going to miss that one. Battle for the loose ball rebound. Jokic ends up with it. Hit ahead to Hardaway. Hardaway on the left wing, driving it down in the paint. Kicks it out to Bruce Brown, who's in the game now. They get it in the Jokic. 1-on-1 against Post. Puts up the little fall-away floater. Can't get it to go. Battle for the loose ball. Jokic picks it up, lays it up and in, and they give him the foul. He's going to the foul line for one more. Crandon said it's a brick fest. Both teams missing shots left and right now. The Warriors started off red hot from the perimeter, now cooling off as they've subbed in a lot of their bench guys here. Pod's not a very good three-point shooter, as I don't have the stats up for you guys. My bad. Pod's not a very good three-point shooter. Gary Payton, not a very good three-point shooter. And those two guys are lining it up from three so far to start. Jokic is 1 for 6 from the field, by the way. That's his first made shot of the game. He does have 7 and 7 already. 7 boards, 7 assists. Jokic does rattle in his and one free throw. So it is 22-27. 3:20 to go here. Pat Spencer has it up top. Is it Pat Spencer, right? Yeah, Pat Spencer has it up top. Not Cam Spencer. His brother Cam Spencer's with the Grizzlies. And Guy Santos lines up a three and gets it to go. Warriors getting off to a red-hot start from the perimeter, but they are getting good looks. Nuggets doing a really bad job of getting out to their shooters. And the Warriors are doing a great job of generating open looks for their shooters. Bruce Brown gets it over to Murray, curling off a screen in the paint. Can't get the layup to go against Horford. Good defense from Horford. And then Podziemski dives on the floor. And a jump ball between Jokic and Pods. Wrestling for that loose ball there. Liam said, do you know who is Jericho Sims for the Bucks? Is it my friend's cousin who's in the NBA? Oh, hey, look at that. Oh, yeah, we're very familiar with Jericho Sims, Liam. He was a draft pick from the New York Knicks. Fun time with the Knicks. Ended up getting traded for DeLon Wright last season. Very familiar with Jericho Sims. So jump ball between Podziemski and Jokic. Honestly, I'm not sure Jokic could jump over a piece of paper, so I'm going to give the advantage here to Pods. Jokic very easily wins it, and Murray has it up top. Swings it over to Brown. Brown gets it over to Jokic. They bring a double team to Jokic. Jokic falling out of bounds, throws it away. Great defense from the Warriors, forcing him into the turnover. Santos tries to kick it out to Podziemski, gets kicked out of bounds by Brown. Christian Brown, that is. Is that Jerry Stackhouse on the bench? I didn't realize Jerry Stackhouse was on the Warriors bench. So was Mike Brown, I just saw. Pat Spencer gets it over to Santos. Santos gets it over to Horford. Horford gets it over to Pods. Pods on the right wing. Bullet pass inside to Santos, who got free from Jokic cutting to the rim, and he gets the easy layup. And the Warriors just executing the Nuggets to death right now. Hardaway gets it over to Cam Johnson. Johnson gets it over to Jokic. Jokic up top. Hands it off to Hardaway. Hardaway coming to his left, down the lane, puts up the jumper off glass. Can't get it to go, but a late foul call is called, and it'll send Hardaway to the foul line for 2. So 2 free throws here for Tim Hardaway. (29-22). 7-point lead for the Warriors. Hardaway can cut it to 5. He knocks down the first one. He's got another one coming. Hardaway with one more coming. Misses the second free throw. Pods with the rebound. Here comes Pat Spencer. Holding on to the 6-point lead here. Denver is in the bonus for the remainder of the quarter. Pat Spencer up top, coming to his left off the Horford screen. Jokic switched on to Spencer. They get over to Pods. Trying to get it down low to Horford. They do. He's being guarded by Bruce Brown. Horford with the pass fake. Keeps it. Gets it down low to Will Richards. Will Richards draws the foul. I believe that's on Spencer Jones. It's going to send Pat Spencer. Is that Pat Spencer? Send him to the foul line for 2. No, send Will Richards to the foul line for 2. We're under 2 minutes to go. 2 free throws for Will Richards here. He can knock it up to a 9-point lead. 8-point lead. I'm sorry, I can't do math. Richards knocks down the first one. He's got another one coming. Liam said, who do you want to win in the next game after this game? You mean the Knicks game? Obviously the Knicks. As a Knicks fan, I want the Knicks to win. Will Richards knocks down the first one, knocks down the second one. He's had a very impressive rookie year, Will Richards has. He's worked his way into this rotation. with Steve Kerr's trust. And just like that, right on cue, he comes up with this steal, applying pressure in the backcourt. They get it over to Santos. Santos over to Richards. They're trying to reward him. Will Richards rewards him by knocking down the three. And it's a 11-point lead for the Warriors. Remember in the last stream where people were like, why would you cover Warriors versus Nuggets? The Nuggets are going to blow them out. This is why you cover them. Will Richards, man. 5 quick points off the bench. Coming into the game, 7 quick points off the bench. Comes into the game, immediately makes an impact. Flips the switch, gets a steal, knocks down a 3 after knocking down 2 free throws. Applying pressure into the backcourt. It's 34-23 here early in this game, but late in the first quarter. 1:46 to go exactly. Forcing Denver to call a timeout here. So we talked about Golden State. I still have Oklahoma City and Cleveland on the brain. Golden State was forced to, not even forced, but they willingly forced themselves into using a timeout before on a dead ball situation where a guy dove on it and they wanted to keep the possession, so they burned the timeout, which I'm not for doing in the first quarter. Just either take the turnover or have it be a jump ball. They ended up losing that jump ball anyway. Or they won the jump. They got the timeout, they inbounded, and they missed the shot anyway. So should have just took the turnover or whatever. Took the shot clock violation turnover. So it would have been a dead ball anyway. But now, forcing, through good play, Denver to burn a timeout to kind of pause momentum from Golden State here. We are in Golden State. This is a home game for Golden State, so even though the Nuggets have more guys available, as we get right to the action and they show Spencer Jones knocking down a reverse layup. Golden State does have the crowd on their side here. Podziemski has it up top. They get it over to Pat Spencer, over to Horford, back to Spencer. Spencer coming to his left off the handoff, pocket pass to Horford in the paint, layup over to Jokic. Got the layup to go for Big Al Horford, man. I don't know how he does it. He got to be about, 57 years old still doing this. I don't know. Jokic has it up top, being guarded by Pods. Jokic, backing him down, leans in, picked up his handle, spins, puts up the little floater, got it to go for Jokic. 27-36, 9-point game, a minute to go. Pods has it up top. Being guarded by Cam Johnson, who's back in the game. Driving to his left, kicks it out to Horford. Horford's going to pick and pop. And he's going to make him pay. Ow, Horford. 39 first quarter points for the Warriors. We just watched the Thunder have a 40-point first quarter. Golden State with 39. They get over to Jokic. Jokic up top being guarded by Horford. Jokic faces up. Standing around. Just shoots up the mid-range jumper. Comes up short. Jokic does not have the offensive touch so far here in this first quarter at all. Podziemski rushing it down the other way. Stops, turns, kicks it out to Horford. Back to Pods. And the Warriors looking to set up for what should be their final offensive possession here. But the Nuggets will get the ball back. Pods coming to his left. Bullet pass over to Richards. Richards ran off the line. Inside to Horford. Back out to Richards. He sets and fires from 3. Can't get that one to go. It's about to pop off. Hardaway with the rebound, pushing the other way. Hardaway. Pull up 3. Not a good look. Battle for the loose ball rebound. Battle for the loose ball rebound. Cam Johnson doesn't get it off in time. And that will be the end of the first quarter. 39-27, a 12-point lead for the Golden State Warriors. The underhanded Golden State Warriors. Very reminiscent of the game we just watched. The Cavs mostly healthy, missing Max Strus, taking on the undermanned Oklahoma City Thunder at home in Oklahoma. And Oklahoma, the Thunder, able to get off to a red-hot start from the perimeter and getting up to an early lead. Now, the Nuggets are a little bit better than the Cavs are, and the Thunder are a little bit better than the Warriors are, so that was a big, that dynamic was a lot different in terms of the lead they were able to get off to, a 23-point lead. But it ended up being 15 at halftime. It's 12 here. It ended up being 15 at the end of the first quarter. It's 12 here at the end of the first quarter here, where the Warriors utilized their home court advantage and some hot shooting to start the game to get off to an early double-digit lead over the Denver Nuggets, who are mostly healthy, while the Warriors are depleted with injuries. Obviously, we know Butler's out for the season and probably majority of next season as well. We know Steph Curry has been out for a while, did not play today. And we know if Steph Curry's not playing, Draymond is not going to show up either. So he's not playing either. The Flea said 7, 8, and 8. If he starts hitting shots, what a stat line this might be. Yeah, I mean, that's Jokic. He's being ridiculous as always. He got off and was just diming everybody up to start the game. He is 2 for 9 from the field, though. If those shots do start going down, they are very makeable shots for him for sure. It is going to be a long night because the Nuggets, I fully expect the Nuggets to end up winning this game, don't get me wrong. But Golden State's not going to make it easy for them, I'll tell you that. They're putting themselves in a position where they could absolutely steal this game here today. Everybody's been getting in on the action. The only person yet to score is Pat Spencer. He's just being solid, setting up the offense, allowing everybody to move and groove. He hasn't even taken a shot. Not really looking for his own offense, just spreading the court, allowing everybody to do their own thing. Playing a lot through Al Horford right now, 11, 1, and 3. A vintage Al Horford performance so far. Matching up with Jokic on one end and taking advantage of his poor defense on the other end. 11 points for Al Horford. He's knocked down 3 threes already. It's almost like Al Horford is playing against the Knicks tonight. The only time I've ever seen Al Horford dig back in his old age to vintage Al Horford is when he plays the Knicks. He might be seeing orange and blue out there instead of Denver whites. I forget, when it's an ABC broadcast, the commercials and timeouts are just a little extra longer than usual. A little extra longer than usual. But let's go ahead and set ourselves up. We could also go around the league a little bit because we do have a couple of games that have tipped off as well. Let's keep that there, and then let's open up a new tab. We're going around the league. Hawks starting to pull away a little bit here. 44-36. We're after the Bucks blocking a tight one. Gotta root for the Bucks here. Gotta root for the Bucks. Here we go. Quickly back into the second quarter here. And they call an offensive foul, and Gary Payton sent an illegal screen. Ball back to the Nuggets. Jokic obviously does not start the second quarters. Crandon said a lot of game left, but this would be a devastating loss for the Nuggets. It would. It would. They're just coming off a really nice victory. They put up 157 points in regulation and put up only 27 in the first quarter here. Valanciunas up top, hands it off to Bruce Brown. Now off to Cam Johnson. Johnson down the lane, inside the Valanciunas. Easy layup for him under the rim. Beautiful set right there for Denver to get an easy layup for Valanciunas. They get over to Quentin Post. Now over to Moody. Moody coming to his right, driving it down. Beautiful pass inside to a cutting Guy Santos for the easy layup. Bruce Brown has it up top, being guarded by Payton. Off to Valanciunas, back to Brown. Now over to Johnson. The same exact set. Johnson down the lane, kicks it out to Spencer Jones this time. Now out to Hardaway Jr. for a 3. Hardaway comes up well short yet again. And Quinn Post right there for the shallow rebound. Here comes D'Anthony Melton bringing it down. Melton out to Post. Post with the pass fake, driving to his right. Kicks it out to Santos. Santos, jab step, coming to his left. Putting his head down, attacking. Spins, got nowhere to go. Leaves it off for Gary Payton. Lefty layup off glass. Got it to go past Valanciunas. What a shot from Gary Payton. And now it is a 14-point lead for Golden State. And here comes Bruce Brown. Hands it off to Cam Johnson. Over to Valanciunas. Valanciunas up top. Gary Payton hits the floor. Over to Tim Hardaway. A wide open set shot 3, and he got it to go. Terrible defense for Golden State. They were just falling over each other there. Here comes Guy Santos bringing it down. Hands it off to D'Anthony Melton. And an off-ball foul on Spencer Jones, getting too physical with Santos, off-ball. Crandon said, I'm here for it. Nuggets and Rockets losing helps us. Yes, sir, Crandon. We did our job, Crandon. We did our job for you. Picking up that loss for the Rockets. Oh, also, I don't have this up for you guys. My bad. There we go. D'Anthony Melton up top, driving it down. Stops, spins, flips it up. Way off on that one, but that's because he got fouled. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws, and they pan over to David Adelman, Nuggets coach, Coach Adelman. And as the camera pans to him, he's standing there with his hand in his face, just kind of like, oh my goodness, we can't stop fouling these guys. DeAnthony Melton to the foul line for 2 free throws here. DeAnthony Melton knocks down the first one. He's got another one coming. Dib Keith said, this looks familiar. Same script for the Cavs game. Yeah, they accidentally sent the same script to both games, to both officials. All 4 teams accidentally got the same script. The Nuggets rushing it down the other end. They foul Cam Johnson before the shot attempt, so it's a foul on the floor. DeAnthony Melton did knock down the free throw, by the way, so it's 45-32. It's a 13-point lead for Golden State here. You're a walking L. What's up, walking L? Who do you got on the game? I don't really care who wins, but I'm just looking for a good game. I do like watching Denver play, so I guess Denver. I'd like if Denver wins. Hardaway gets into the lane and knocks down a floater. 9:40 to go. DeAnthony Melton coming to his left off the Gary Payton screen, kicks it out, Quentin Post, open corner 3 for Post. Can't get that one to go off the back rim. Spencer Jones with the rebound. Quick outlet to Cam Johnson. Johnson to the rim. Got the layup and the foul. Guy Santos undercutting him a little bit. They give him the foul. It's going to send Cam Johnson to the foul line for 1 more. What a terrible foul for Guy Santos. Just like that, Denver back within single digits. Jay House said Denver will come back. For sure, they should. They should. The Warriors are without Steph Curry, without Draymond Green, without Kristaps Porzingis. Obviously, we know they're without Jimmy Butler. Cam Johnson at the foul line for 2. Knocks down his and 1 free throw. 37-45. It's an 8-point game. DeAnthony Melton on the right wing. Hands it off the post over to Gary Payton. Now over to Podziemski. Podziemski over to Gary Payton. Now over to Moody. Moody coming to his left off the Gary Payton screen. They get over to Melton. Melton being guarded by Hardaway. Pulls it out. Dancing with it one-on-one. Steps back. Crosses over. Puts it up. Shoots up an air ball. Was looking for a foul call on the hand check from Hardaway. Does not get it. Threw up the air ball. It's a shot clock violation. Ball back to the Nuggets. Nuggets chipping away at the lead with Murray and Jokic both on the bench. Not great. Not great. Kendra Dixon. What's up, Kendra? They swing it over to Cam Johnson. The left wing 3 has been very quiet so far. Can't get that one to go. Knocked out of bounds by Valanciunas. They're going to give it back to the Warriors here. Here comes Melton. Melton on the right wing. Up top to Gary Payton. Payton gets it over to Podziemski. Podziemski coming to his left. Driving it down. Cross-court pass. DeAnthony Melton, a right wing 3. Line me up, DeAnthony Melton. Back up 11 it goes. 37-48. Golden State doing a good job of keeping them an arm's distance away. Bruce Brown has it up top. Hands it off to Johnson. Cam Johnson gets it over to Hardaway. Hardaway kicks it out to Johnson. Jab step coming to his right down the lane. Inside the Valanciunas, who flips it up, can't get it to go. Gets his own offensive rebound. Surrounded by 3 Nuggets defenders. Kicks it out somehow to Bruce Brown. He's going to fire up the 3, and he got it to go. He's coming off an excellent shooting game the other night as well. Gets those 3 points right back. Back to 8 it goes. They hand it off to Gary Payton Jr. Not a good 3-point shooter, but he knocks that one down right there. And it's a 3-point barrage right now. Golden State cannot miss as a team. Even their bad 3-point shooters are knocking them down. Hardaway hands it off to Bruce Brown, now over to Valanciunas up top. Valanciunas leans in, draws the foul to foul on the floor. Quinn Post getting his hand caught in the cookie jar. Valanciunas takes advantage of it. Sean edits, what's up, Sean? Replacing Cam for Michael Porter got to be the dumbest move. It was a lot of about money as well, Sean. It was a lot about money. It was a lot about personality and off-court stuff as well. Michael Porter Jr. has proven to be the much better player, obviously, but it also allowed Denver to build out the rest of the roster. They were able to grab Valanciunas because they were able to get off that Michael Porter Jr. contract. They were able to grab Valanciunas, get Hardaway, make a bunch of offseason moves in order to prove the edges of the roster. And a significantly deeper team this year, even if Michael Porter Jr. is better than Cam Johnson. And DeAnthony Melton, by the way, ball swings to him. He hits a pass fake, gets into the lane, and knocks down a floater. So it's 53-40 with 7:30 to go. The Flea said Porter got 2 peanuts bouncing around in his skull. Yeah. Unfortunately. The Flea said, sometimes I miss Hardaway, but his shot selection is meh at times. No, I would even go a step further, Fleas. His shot selection is straight up horrendous a lot of the time. But sometimes I do miss him as well, man. I agree with you. He was fun. He was always miscast when he was with the Knicks because they were a bad team when he was with them. But I do miss him. I do miss him sometimes because he could just get you a shot, right? He was not bashful about getting them up there. And he could just get you a shot. He could shoot you into a game, and he could shoot you out of it. That was the biggest issue with him. We have 7:30 to go here in the second quarter. Quickly approaching the halfway point here in the second. You're walking out, said Bucks versus Raptors. What do you think? Bucks versus Raptors. Bucks versus Raptors, he says. 43-47. I mean, with no Giannis, the Raptors should be able to pull that one off. They are the much better team, the much deeper team. Is everybody healthy for the Raptors? Ingram, Barrett, quickly. No Scotty Barnes. It's going to be a tough one. Scotty Barnes does a lot of intangible stuff for them. So I'm actually maybe leaning a little bit towards the Bucks. Maybe Brandon Ingram gets it going. Quickly can get it going. Quickly's got 14, but has not picked up too many assists. Yeah, I'll lean Bucks in this one actually, especially considering they're mostly healthy here. But Ryan Rollins having a terrible game. He's 1 for 7 from the field. They do got Cam Thomas. You know, I'm going to lean for my boy Cam Thomas down here. 10 points for Cam Thomas on 4 for 4 shooting. Yeah, I'm going to lean Bucks. I'm going to lean Bucks. Jay, what's up, Jay? Losing all my bets today. Nuggets protect the 3. Beat the Warriors. Simple. Vegas wants all the underdogs or what? Hey, man, I was trying to tell people in the last stream, during the last game, don't underestimate teams playing at home. Don't underestimate the home team just because the other team is healthier and better. Obviously, I fully expect Denver to win this game eventually, but Golden State's not just going to hand it to them on a silver platter here. Playing extremely well so far. So here we go. We're checking in. 7:30 to go. Denver will inbound it. A 13-point lead for Golden State. Building up a nice comfort zone for them. Here comes Bruce Brown bringing it down. They get over to Christian Brown. The two Browns are in the game with different spellings. They get it over to Murray. Murray in the paint. Puts up the little floater. Got it to go for Jamal Murray. Podziemski bringing it down the other way. He has it up top. Being guarded by Bruce Brown. Pods. Dancing around a post screen. Coming to his right. Picks up his handle. Swings it over to DeAnthony Melton. Melton's going to look to attack Christian Brown. Throws up the floater high off glass. Can't get it to go. He hits the floor. But Gary Payton sneaks under there. Picks up the loose ball rebound. And he lays it up and in. Just out hustling and just finding a way to snag that 50-50 ball. Valanciunas bringing it down against Quentin Post. Hands it off to Bruce Brown. Some really nice pressure here from the Warriors, pressuring their ball handlers. Valanciunas to the rim, smokes a layup. Battle for the loose ball rebound. It's going to stay here with Denver. Pat Spencer and Guy Santos subbing back in here. So Hardaway will inbound it for the Nuggets here. Still a 13-point lead. Gary Payton going back to the locker room. You hope that's nothing serious. He's been very good for them tonight. They get over to Hardaway. Hardaway pulls it out. He's being guarded by Richards. Down the lane, Hardaway off glass. Got it to go for Timmy. Hardaway starting to not settle for that three-point shot and getting into the lane, knocking down a couple of mid-range shots. Guy Santos kicks it out the post. Now over to Podziemski. Podziemski coming to his right. Down the lane, throws up the floater. Way off. Throws up a brick on that floater. Can't get it to go. Knocked out of bounds. It's going to go back to Denver. We are at the halfway point here at the second quarter. 6 minutes to go. 11-point lead for the Warriors. Surprisingly, taking it right to the Nuggets here. A mostly healthy Nuggets team. They are missing Aaron Gordon, obviously a huge part of their team. They call a foul on Podziemski here, reaching in on Jamal Murray. Obviously, Aaron Gordon, huge part of their team. I'd say the third best player on this team for sure. I don't even think that's arguable. As Jokic comes back in. And Golden State missing Steph Curry, missing Draymond Green, missing Jimmy Butler, obviously, who's been out for a while with the ACL tear, and missing Kristaps Porzingis today. So 4 high-level rotation players. And yet, taking it to the Denver Nuggets, 11-point lead here. They get it into Murray, 1-on-1 against Pods, backing him down, puts it up off glass. Jamal Murray gets it to go. Just bullying his way against Podziemski there to his spot, knocks down the little floater, turning over his shoulder. They get over to Horford, up top to Pat Spencer. Spencer coming to his left, over to Pods. Pods along the baseline, shovels it out to Melton. Melton coming to his left, stops, tries to get it to Horford. Can't get it to him. Good defense from Murray. Inside pass to Santos, who just cuts back door, and Julian Strawther. Too much attention being paid to on-ball pressure there. And they get the easy layup out of it, surviving that pressure. Murray kicks it out to Jokic to get it back to Murray. Murray, high post, being guarded by Pods, backing him down. One-legged fall-away jumper. Got that one to go. Get a nice friendly bounce off the front of the rim and gets that one to fall for Jamal Murray. 5 minutes to go. Here in this second quarter, Pat Spencer dancing with it, coming to his left. His first shot of the night comes up short. Jokic with the rebound. Jokic working his way towards a triple-double by halftime. Christian Brown gets it over to Jokic. Jokic hands it off to Strawther. Strawther off the handoff, throws up the floater. Got it to go for Julian Strawther. Strawther's had a really nice underrated season this year for the Denver Nuggets. And the Warriors call a timeout here. It's down to 7 immediately. Jamal Murray and Jokic come back into the game. They're like, all right. Let's stop playing with our food. Let's take the lead here going into halftime. Crandon said Gordon came back from that... came back too fast and re-injured that hamstring. He did re-injure the hamstring. He was gone for like a month and a half or 2 months. You'd think that would be, he would take his time. He got it in the start of the regular season. Might as well take your time. Maybe he rushed it a little bit because that's when Jokic also got hurt, and then it was really just Jamal Murray out there. Cam Johnson got hurt, so it was really just Jamal Murray, and then, the bench guys, and then the third stringers coming off the bench for them. So they were really trying to find ways to survive that stretch. So maybe he came back a little bit too early and then ended up re-injuring it. If I'm Denver, I'm sitting him down until maybe the last couple of games of the regular season if he's healthy enough for that. As a matter of fact, we could take a look real quick, see what the last update was on Aaron Gordon. What was even the last update? The last update was January 29th, and he'd be reevaluated in 4 to 6 weeks. So that's another week. So it's been about 3 weeks since that. At this point, that's re-injuring the hamstring. I'll wait the full 6 weeks, right? So that's another 3 weeks or so. That's probably around 20-ish games. He should be coming back for like maybe the last week of the regular season, right? Maybe the last week of the regular season he can come back. But yeah, you obviously don't want to play with that. You got Peyton Watson, too, out with a hamstring strain as well. Forgot about Peyton Watson. Mindset John said, they're saying respect my house. Basketball is my business. Yeah. Don't ever underestimate the home team. They'll put up a good fight at least. At least they should if they have, if they have any semblance of respect for themselves. You put up a fight, eventually you'll probably get walked down because the other team is better and healthier. But Sean Edit said, Buddy Hield started off hot when he got to the Warriors and then turned trash real quick. That's kind of the story of Buddy Hield's career. On every stop, he comes to the team, lights it up for a little bit, and then goes ice cold. Jay said, Warriors start to miss the threes. I expect Denver to pull away by sizable lead. Probably. Probably they are better and healthier. They're already a better team, and then the Warriors are also missing 4 key rotation players between Curry, Butler, Porzingis, and Draymond Green. Graydon said, I just waited out and be ready for the playoffs. I mean, you want him to get him in a regular season game just to shake off the rust and get the win back real quick. If he's back and plays like the last 2 or 3 games just to, even in limited minutes, if you just get him out there for like 15 minutes or so for those, just to get that win back, get that shake off some of the rust. You don't really want him doing that in game 1 of the playoffs, right? That's kind of my reasoning for getting him back out there for the final couple of games. Moses Moody knocks down the mid-range jumper off the handoff from Horford. Coming out of that timeout. Liam, what's the score? I got you, brother. It's 59-50, 4:20 to go in the second quarter. Golden State with the lead. Cam Johnson gets it over to Murray. Murray in the left corner being guarded by Moody. Jab step coming to his left along the baseline. Throws up the floater. Got it to go for Jamal Murray. He's had the touch today. He's had a nice touch today. Pat Spencer bringing it down the other way. Spencer has it up top. Directing some traffic. Coming to his right. Takes it out to Santos. Santos will line up a 3, no hesitation, and he's going to knock it down. Guy Santos, he is hooping out there. Guy Santos now up to 12 points. He's 5 for 5 from the field. A 3 from Jokic, and Jokic finally knocks down a shot outside of the paint. He was really struggling with a shot to start the game. First shot, this time a 3-pointer. Pat Spencer tries to hit the pocket pass to Will Richards, turns it over, and then Strother gets fouled. And they're going to call a push on, I think, Will Richards, trying to get the ball back after turning it over. Whoa. Let's do that. There we go. Strother's at the foul line for 2. They're in the bonus. 3:30 to go. Kendra said, so do you remember that time we made that bet about the Raptors beat the Knicks? You had to wear a Raptors hat? I still got that Raptors hat, Kendra. Absolutely. Still got that Raptors hat. It's in the back of the closet. I've never worn it since, but I got it. Mindset John. What's up, Mindset John? It's not easy playing with Steph and can't show up. Sorry for buddy. Yeah. It is tough. Jay said Joker with the triple-double soon. Best center in the game. Best player in the world. 10, 9, and 9. He is 1 rebound and 1 assist shy. Strother knocks down both free throws. And here comes Podzimski bringing it down. Pods gets it over to Horford. Horford on the pick and pop 3. Horford has been phenomenal tonight. Horford cannot miss tonight. He is turning back the clock. Jamal Murray bringing it down. He is 4 for 5 from three-point range. He's got 14 first-half points. They get over to Cam Johnson. Johnson has it on the left wing. They get over to Jokic. Jokic up top, be guarded by Horford. Hands it off to Strother. Strother with some space. Lines up the 3. Comes up short. Santos with the rebound. Here comes Pods. Pods bringing it down. 3 minutes to go in the second. They get it over to Moody. Now over to Horford. Horford back up top to Moody. Moody jab step, driving down the lane in the paint, kicks it out to Santos, extra pass, they swing it around to Horford, they run him off the line because he has not been able to miss. He throws up a floater, hits the side of the backboard, and now here come the Nuggets pushing the other way. Jokic over to Johnson, back to Jokic in the lane, reverse layup, and he smokes it. Jokic, what was that? And now here comes Pods pushing the other way over to Moody, and he throws it down with the two-handed slam. What was that? Why is my score off? It's 66-57. It's a 9-point lead yet again here for the Golden State Warriors. What was that layup for Jokic? It was a beautifully ran transition fast break play for the Nuggets. It was pass, and then Straw to the last second handed it off to Jokic. All Jokic had to do was literally go up and lay it up and in. Nobody really looked to challenge him. Instead, he thought somebody was going to challenge him. So instead of just going up for the layup, he tries to hit a wild reverse layup. And it's off. Way off. Put too much mustard on the hot dog. You're walking out, said Bucks game going terrible right now? All right, let's check it out. We can go around the league here. 2:30 to go. Let's keep that there and then do this. Sean said, do you remember when Jordan Poole made Curry so mad he threw a mouthpiece and hit someone in the head and got fined? I remember that happening with Steph. I didn't remember that Jordan Poole caused it. Shout out Jordan Poole, man. It's 60-51. It's a 9-point game at halftime. What do you mean? It's a 9-point game at halftime. Hawks and Nets are also at halftime. That's 60-56. All right, here we go. 57-66. Nuggets have the ball. Murray bringing it down. He has it up top. Coming to his right. He's being guarded by Moody. Gets it over to Jokic. Jokic driving to his left against Horford. Backing him down in the paint. Throws up the floater. Got it to go for Jokic. Here comes Pods. Pods looking for an answer the other way. Being guarded by Christian Brown. Coming to his right off the Horford screen. Pods. Rhythm dribble. Step back three. Way off on that one. Horford battling for the rebound. Ball still in the air. Moody dives onto it. And shovels it out. But right to Murray. Still diving for it. Still loose ball. And it's out of bounds. They're going to give it to the Nuggets. Strawther comes up limping a little bit. Granted, it's definitely not a top 10 moment for the Joker. No, not really. So the Warriors keep possession. They actually give it back to the Warriors to get it over to Moody. Swings it over to Horford. Horford gets it over to Santos. Santos swings through, down the lane. Layup. Can't get the layup to go. His first miss of the game. But a late whistle will send him to the foul line and keep his field goal percentage perfect on the night. He's still 5 for 5, and he's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws here. Jay said, Denver blows out Portland. Struggle against the Warriors. Make it make sense. That is the beauty of the NBA regular season, the beauty of basketball. The beauty of matchups as well. Santos knocks down the first free throw. Remains a perfect game for Santos. My score was correct, by the way. It was 67. It was not 66. Their score was off. They just updated it. Now, Santos, his first miss of the game comes from the foul line. 68-59. Christian Brown on the right wing, coming to his left off the Jokic screen, driving it down in the paint, pass fake. Gets swatted out of there by Horford. Will Richards picks it up. It's a 2-on-1 fast break. Leaves it off. Santos, pump fakes, driving it down in the paint. Kicks it out. Horford as the trailer for the three if he knocks that down. Oh my goodness. Al Horford has 5 made first half threes here. 71-59. A 12-point lead for Golden State yet again over Denver here. They get over to Christian Brown, back to Jokic. Jokic up top being guarded by Horford. Faces up, just settles for the mid-range jumper. Got that one to go. Seemingly like the shot is coming back for Big Yoke after a really slow start from the perimeter. Here comes Podziemski bringing it down, looking for an answer. Jokic up to 14, 10, and 9. Cross-court pass from Pods over to Richards. Back up top to Pods. Pods coming to his right at the Horford screen. Stops, spins, got nowhere to go. Knocked the ball out of bounds. It's going to stay here with the Warriors. Nuggets are very adamant it should be their ball. I don't think they're going to use a challenge here. They don't. They get it into Moody. Moody blows past the defense down the lane. A floater. Can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound. Pods ends up with it. Just flips it up at the rim. Hits the bottom of the backboard. And a foul call on the Denver Nuggets here. Foul on the Warriors here. Fouling the Denver Nuggets. 41 seconds to go. They're in the bonus, so that's 2 free throws for Jokic, who gets fouled in the backcourt. KB, what's up, KB? Jay said these refs are terrible. Not a well-officiated game, I got to agree. Jay said, giving the Nuggets no fouls. It is a very physical game out there for sure. Jokic is at the foul line for 2 free throws here. 71 to 61. 71 first half points for the Warriors, man. Jeez. Sean said, fun fact, the Denver Nuggets average 126.5 points per game during the 81-82 season. Yep, those early 80 years, man. Those early 80 years. Not a lot of defense being played during that time. Jay said, Steph comes back and then the Warriors will be terrible again. No, they'll be exactly as they always have been. Average. Average. Jokic knocks down both free throws. Pods has it up top. Swings through to his left, goes quickly, gets blocked out of bounds, and Jokic able to save it. Didn't go out of bounds, but he saves it right to Moody. Santos gets it over to Moody. He's got space. He fires the 3, and he got it to go. What a back-breaking play for the Denver Nuggets there. Jokic has it on the right wing. Jokic gets it to Cam Johnson under the rim, back to Jokic. Jokic telling everybody to get the hell out of my way. Hands it off to Murray. He wants to play the 2-man game with Murray. Coming to his left, driving it down at the foul line. Step back, fall away jumper. Murray got it to go. It's still a 9-point lead for Golden State. They're having a really tough time guarding Golden State tonight. Golden State doing a great job of just knocking down shots as well. D'Anthony Melton blows right past. Is that Christian Brown? Either way, he blew right past the defense. Can get the scoop layup with the left hand to go down, but they do give him the foul call. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 with 4.8 to go. Can give them the double-digit lead before halftime here. There is about 5 seconds to go here. Melton knocks down the first one. He got another one coming. So Denver will have a decent amount of time to rush it down the other end and look for a shot. Jay said, can someone protect the 3? We'll go through it at halftime. But Golden State having the type of variant shooting game that the Thunder just had. Like we said earlier, all 4 teams from both games read the script, read the same script for their games. NBA accidentally sent the same script for both games. Melton knocks down both free throws. 5 seconds to go. Applying some full court pressure to get over to Jokic. Jokic loves these half-court heaves. And a foul. Foul on Santos is going to send Jokic to the foul line for 2. Just let him heave it up there. It's a foul on Santos. Gary Payton did sneak from behind and knock the ball loose and get the steal, but Santos, reason he was able to do is Santos came over and bodied up on Jokic. So now he's at the foul line for 2. Bad foul. Really bad foul. Jokic, he will be here for his 6th and 7th free throws of the first half. Knocks the first one down. He got one more coming. Creighton said, Warriors might be a play-in and would be lucky to win 2 games in a series even with Curry. Yeah, they're a very average team, even with Curry. 1 second to go. They get it in the Melon. Melon's going to heave it. Almost got it to go in. Almost got it to go in. But that will be doesn't, and that will be the end of our first half coverage. 67-76. 67-76. A 9-point lead. Still keeping them an arm's distance away. Antoine Thomas. What's up, Antoine? Keep doing it, Chef. 100%. Appreciate you, Antoine. Appreciate you, brother. Everybody's hooping right now. We'll go through it. But Guy Santos with 13. 5 for 5 from the field. 5 assists as well for Guy Santos. My goodness. Melton with 12. Moody with 15. 6 for 9 from the field. 5 boards, 3 assists as well. Quentin Post is yet to score. He's 0 for 2. 3 boards, 2 assists for him, though. Brandon Podziemski is 1 for 7. 6 boards, 6 assists, though. A very Josh Hardian stat line if I've ever seen one. It's almost exactly what Josh Hart did last night against the Rockets. Gage Bonner. What's up, Gage? Is Kuzma going to hit 10 points? I don't know, brother. Not watching that one. Maybe. Are we still at halftime? Let's refresh this. Yeah, we're still at halftime. 51-60, I should say. We could take a look at these games as well as go through our own box score here. Obviously, we have a couple of games later on tonight as well. Got Mavericks, Pacers. Jay said 11 for 19 shots made from 3. Yeah, we'll go through it. We'll look at the team stats first before going through the box score, and then we'll go around the league a little bit, looking at the other team's box scores. But later tonight, we got Mavericks, Pacers, got Hornets, Wizards, got Celtics, Lakers. Old school rivalry right there. 6:30 start time. That's an NBC game, nationally televised. We will not be covering that game because 76ers, Timberwolves, and Knicks, Bulls will be the late game that we cover. Obviously, we don't miss Knicks games. We will be live for Knicks versus Bulls later tonight. Gotta have a little bit of a break, right? But let's take a look at our team stats. A 9-point lead for Golden State here. How did they do it? Their possession battle was about even, but they lost it very slightly. 50-48 here. Sean said, who's better, Pods, Pritchard, or McConnell? McConnell's in a tier all by himself. No one's in the same tier as McConnell at all. And nobody's even close. But Pritchard is way better than Podziemski. Not even close. Podziemski is like all the way down here compared to the other 2 players you just named. But possession battle about even. 50 attempts for the Nuggets, 48 attempts for the Warriors here. 25 made shots to 27. The big difference here is the three-point shooting. 15 for 28 from three-point range for the Warriors. My goodness, they had 15 first-half threes. 15! If they kept up the same pace, they'd hit 33s in the game. They are well on their way to have a over 20 three-point make game. You normally win those. So Denver's going to have to D up here in the second half. You normally win those games. They are 4 for 12 from 3 themselves, 33%. The Warriors have taken 28 threes and are 54%. That's crazy. As far as the free throws goes, 14 attempts for the Nuggets, 8 for the Warriors. That's what's keeping them in the game. Is their free throw attempts as well. It's what's keeping it close at least. Again, free points at the line here. Some really bad fouls from the Warriors there, especially down the stretch at the end there on Jokic when they were in the bonus, giving them free points. Rebounding battle being won by the Nuggets. They have more offensive rebounds as well, 4 more. Assists goes to the Warriors by a large margin, by 8 here. 25-17 in the assist game. It also has to do with the fact that they're moving the ball around so much, spraying it to the corners here. Nuggets not doing a very good job of closing out and running guys off the three-point line here tonight against the Warriors. Total turnovers 8-7, so the turnover game's even as well. Fast break points even 8-7 as well. Points in the paint very much in the favor of the Denver Nuggets here tonight, 36-20. Fouls, 13 fouls to 6 fouls. Some really silly fouls from them. But Denver is yet to lead. The Golden State Warriors came out, knocked down shots early, and they've led the entire way. 97% of the time they've led. The only time it was tied was when it was 0-0. That's why it's not 100% that they've led. Mr. Goat's a Mr. Goat. The only reason the Nuggets are not down by 14 points at halftime is because of the foul and the free throws. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the reason why they're not down by 15 plus, maybe even 20, is because they did a really good job of getting themselves to the foul line there. It might end up, not even might. Denver should pull away in the second half here. They should get back into the game and start to pull away a little bit. They should be able to pull it off. Brian Santana, appreciate you, Brian. So do you think the Nuggets are going to come back? I do. I do think the Nuggets should be able to pull this one off, absolutely. Going through the box scores here, Cam Johnson's only got 3. He's only 1 for 3 from the field. Jokic with 18, 12, and 9. He's already taken 7 free throws as well. He's 1 for 1 from three-point range. Jamal Murray's got 13, 6 for 9 from the field. 2 boards and assists. Christian Brown with 12 early points as well. Julian Strawther chipped in 6. Spencer Jones has 2. Valanciunas with 2. Hardaway with 8 off the bench. Really nice contribution from Hardaway. They need somebody off the bench to step up and knock down shots, and Hardaway did. Bruce Brown with 3. Really overall nice rounded scoring for the Denver Nuggets here tonight. When you go over to the Golden State Warriors, just as well-rounded, if not even better. The only guys who get the score is Pat Spencer. 0 points for him. I mean, Quinn Post is also yet to score. Both of those guys played 10 minutes. Not a surprise as they both have played the least amount of minutes so far tonight. But Pat Spencer just doing a good job. He's getting them in their sets, and he's getting out of the way, spacing the floor, and not forcing the issue here tonight. Guy Santos with 13, 2, and 5. Al Horford with 17 first half points. He's 5 for 6 from 3. Again, the shooting variance was indeed on their side in that first half. Let's see if it'll hold up for the second half here. You got a whole second half of the basketball game to play, which is why I tend to think that Denver will find a way to pull this one out. D'Anthony Melton had 12 points, most of them coming early in that first quarter. He was red hot, knocked down his 2 threes then. He knocked down 1 3. He knocked down the second 3 in the second quarter. Manuel Mercado to Manuel. Joker takes over, second half is coming, probably. And Moses Moody with 15 points, 3 for 4 from 3. They even got a made 3 from Gary Payton. They got a made 3 from Podziemski. Not very good three-point shooters. Well, Richard came into the game, gave them a really nice minute. 7 points, a rebound, 2 assists for him. Mr. Go said, no, the Nuggets cannot come back. Their defense is not good, so I don't think so. I think my Warriors will win the game. I tend to think Denver will find a way to pull it off when mostly healthy. Their defense has not been very good today, though. So, if the Warriors can just continue to move the ball around and find the open man, it's going to be tough for Denver if they don't pick up their defensive intensity for sure. For sure. Crandon said, Nuggets can't afford to lose. If they do, they'll fall big time in the West. They will. They will. We could also go look at the standings real quick and go over that. Crandon said, Pods eats Tide Pods. Mine said, John said, Denver is not in their rhythm as yet. Watch Jokic second half. I mean, he missed a lot of very makeable shots in the first half. So come second half, if he starts to knock down some of the ones he missed, some of the easy ones he missed, it's gonna get rough for the Warriors. Leia Bean, he don't got NBC. That's why he don't want to watch Lakers. Sure. You're right. We haven't watched NBC on this channel ever. You're right. Sure. Looking at the standings here. The Denver Nuggets are sitting at 36-21. They're tied with the Houston Rockets, who just lost the other night, tied for that 3 seed, tied with the Lakers. So if they end up losing, they'll be tied with Minnesota for the 6 seed. Now, I don't think any of these top 6 seeds will fall down to the play-in spot, but who knows? Especially with the fact that Dillon Brooks just got hurt, so he's going to be out for a long time. Maybe even to the playoffs, if not even beyond. But Denver in serious threat of falling all the way down to having to battle themselves out of a play-in situation. Suns Gen said, boo. Yeah, Dillon Brooks breaking his hand. We watched the Suns game the other day. He went out in the first quarter. We knew it was weird. We didn't get an update on him. And when it came out that he broke his hand, man, that's tough. That's tough. And they also said there's no real timetable yet, that people were going to come together and figure out a timetable. Danny Pham, what's up, Danny? The people were going to come together and the doctors were going to come together and figure out a timetable for him. Means that they're not, that doesn't sound very optimistic that he will for sure return this season, which sucks. Really tough time to break your hand, man. Granted said if the Lakers, Wolves, and Rockets keep winning, they could drop to 6th. I mean, they're going to be tied in the loss column for 6th. They're going to be tied in the loss column for 6th. I don't care about the wins. I don't care about the games back situation. I look at the loss column here. If they lose, they're going to be tied with Minnesota for 6th. They could drop all the way down to 6th today. Tied with Minnesota, battling out of that spot. As far as the East goes, I think the top 5 is pretty safe. Top 4 to me, definitely pretty safe. Knicks, by the way, retake that 3 seed. They're half game ahead of Cleveland. They play later tonight. They could go up a full game ahead of Cleveland. Got to make sure you handle business against the lowly Chicago Bulls. But we'll worry about that when the time comes. If they can get anything from Pat Spencer and Quinn Post, it would also go a long way for sure. Mr. Ghost said, if the Warriors beat the Timberwolves the last meeting of the season, does that mean the Warriors get the 6th seed? We're going to have to wait to see what their records look like going into that one, brother. Team with the better record will be ahead in the standings. We'll see even if the Minnesota Timberwolves are sitting at 6. They may work their way up to 3. They could work their way all the way up to 3. It's a very tight race down there in the West. Grandin said they have the tiebreaker over us currently. You hope that it doesn't come down to the tiebreaker, obviously, right? You hope that you just flat out win whatever seed you're aiming for. Otis said the Knicks needed to speed up. You mean in the last game they needed to speed up? Mango Badger, what's up, Mango Badger? Why do you think the Wolves have been struggling recently? We haven't tuned into a Minnesota game in a while. So I can't tell you per se because we haven't been able to cover any of their games lately. But usually when teams in that situation tend to struggle, it's just a little bit of a lull in the season for them. Every team goes through lulls like that. It could also be some shooting variance not on their side. Is McDaniels playing? I thought I saw that McDaniels is out. Because that would also be a huge loss. But let's take a look real quick. Minnesota's last couple of games. I haven't heard too much about struggles from them. They're on a 3-game winning streak. What do you mean? What struggles? They're on a 3-game winning streak. They did have a bad loss against New Orleans. Not a great loss at all against the Clippers. You beat Atlanta. You beat Portland. You beat Dallas. All right, you should definitely beat those 3 teams. But you should also definitely beat the Pelicans and the Clippers. Also, another bad loss against Memphis, but that was a back-to-back. You're going to split those for sure. You beat the Thunder earlier. Obviously, the Thunder dealing with injuries as well. You got Philly, you got Portland, you got the Clippers again, and then you're at Denver. So if they win these next 4, I don't know what you mean by struggling. Mango Badger. Like I said, I haven't been tuned in, so I don't know how they're playing. I can't. I could just see that they on a mini 3-game winning streak here. but usually a lot of it is shooting variance. We could take a look. What was the last box score against Dallas looking like? I know they were up big against Dallas, and then Dallas rallied back. So there was that. Crandon said defense been kind of lack of effort. Offense been fine. There you go. I forgot. That was crazy. I completely forgot Chris Middleton ended up in Dallas. It just smacked me in the face, that name right there. Looking at it, McDaniels is available, but there's some shooting variance. McDaniels only had 7. Randall only had 13. DiVincenzo had 9, right? So really reliant on Edwards, who went off for 40, and Naj Reid the last game against Dallas, which is not great process right there. 10 offensive rebounds for Gobert. My goodness. 10 offensive rebounds for Gobert. He had 17 rebounds in the game. 5 turnovers for Randall, 6 turnovers for McDaniels. He said the offense was fine. This is not very good. I didn't watch the game, so I don't know. But just looking at the box score here, it's not looking great. What is the Blizzard looking like right now? It's starting to build up a little bit. Oh yeah, it's starting to build up. It's starting. Sean said, no true back. Bones Highland, not really that good. And Rob Dillingham was a failed project, but they're still winning. They traded Rob Dillingham, brother. Io Desunmu, 5 points. Big acquisition they had. 5 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists in the last game. Yeah. He's not necessarily like the true blue point guard that they needed as well. But they did bring back Mike Conley, which is pretty hilarious. So they traded Mike Conley in order to get Desunmu. The Bulls bought him out, and then he was like, let me go back to Minnesota. Crandon said, we're still scoring a lot of points. Yes, but not very efficiently. I mean, yeah. Again, I'm probably wrong here. Going down to the team stats, 47% from the field and 38% from three-point range. I didn't watch the game, so I can't really say. So I'll just take your guys' word for it. KB said, where are you at with the Blizzard, fam? In the Northeast, brother, we got another blizzard coming. We just had a blizzard a couple of weeks ago, about 2 weeks ago, and now we got another blizzard coming. It is supposed to snow from 6 p.m., it started raining around 6 a.m. It's now transitioned to snow, and it's going to snow all the way to 6 p.m. tomorrow. So we're going to get about 36 hours of rain and snow. And they are predicting, in my area, 8 to 12 inches, which is not the worst thing in the world, but that's still pretty bad. Other areas are projected to get like 24 inches. Let me blow my nose real quick before we start the second half. And here we go. Golden State bringing it down to start the second half. Horford hands it off to Santos, now over to Melton. Melton gets it over to Horford. Horford in the post, cross-matched, being guarded by Murray. Horford, mid-post, backing him down, kicks out to Spencer, pump fakes, driving to his right, mid-range pull-up jumper for Spencer. Got it to go, his first basket of the game. Let's get ourselves situated here, there we go. They hand it off to Strother in the mid-range. Kicks it over to Christian Brown. They went for the steal. They couldn't get it. But the Warriors do a good job of recovering. They get it out to Murray. Murray on the left wing, coming to his right up the Jokic screen, driving it down in the paint, step back, foul line, fall away jumper, draws the foul, and the bucket. He's going to go to the foul line for one more. KB said, man, be safe in that mess. Oh, that's why we're here at home, not doing nothing but watching basketball, brother. It's a beautiful day to just stay inside and watch some basketball. Liam, what's up, Liam? Welcome back, brother. Mango Badger, we're going to be all right. We're going to be indoors. Should not be too bad where I'm at, right? 8 to 12 inches is obviously a lot, but not the worst thing in the world. An 8-point game it is. Golden State has it up top, hands it off to Santos. Santos gets it over to Melton, back to Santos, swings through to his right. Crosses over, spins, beautiful move. But good defense from Murray, and then Santos turns it over. He throws it right into Jokic's hands, and Murray pushing it the other way. Gets it over to Jokic. Jokic down the lane, kicks it out to Strother. Strother gets it back to Jokic. Jokic hands it off to Strother. Coming to his left, back out to Jokic. Jokic catches, sets his feet, fires from three. They don't even get a hand up, and he makes them pay, knocking it down, and it's a 5-point game. Here comes the Denver Nuggets. D'Anthony Melton has it on the right wing. Coming to his left off your Horford screen. They kick it out to Moody. They leave Moody open for a three. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Jokic with the rebound, bringing it down. Jokic gets it over to Johnson. Now back to Jokic. Jokic up top, picks up his handle, hands it off to Christian Brown. They want to get it to Jokic. They get over to Johnson. Back to Brown. They leave him open. Straight away three. Christian Brown off the back rim, can't get it to go. Jokic battling on the glass, can grab it, and a loose ball foul on the Warriors. Jokic with his palms up in the air finally gets the call he's been asking for. Tanaj, what's up, Tanaj? Chris Khan, what's up, Chris? Do you remember how yesterday I sent you the new Anthony Davis? What was the new Anthony Davis again? Mango Badger said, I'm from California, 8 to 12 inches sounds apocalyptic. It's not that bad. Not that bad. It's bad, but it's not that bad. We've had worse. We just had a worse snowstorm. It was about I don't know, like 16-ish inches, 16 to 20-ish inches of snow. So 8 to 12 is not going to be that bad. That's if it is 8 to 12. Hopefully we don't have 24 inches here. They kick it out. Strother, a right wing three off the pass from Jokic. Can't get the three to go. George Person, what's up, George? Happy to see you again. They get it into Horford. They hit Will Richards, come back door, reverse layup. Got it to go for Will Richards. What a pass from Horford, and what a finish from Will Richards. Strother gets it over to Jokic up top. Jokic hands it off to Murray. Murray out to Christian Brown. Pump fakes, driving to his left. Pulls it back out, gets it over to Jokic. Jokic high post, being guarded by Horford. Fakes the handoff, keeps it. Puts up the mid-range jumper over Horford. Got it to go for Jokic, and here comes the jump shot. Could not knock down a jump shot consistently in that first half. Now here it comes. He's knocked down a three, and now that mid-range jumper out of the post. D'Anthony Melton has it in the right corner, directing traffic. Horford has Murray on him. He's trying to get post positioning. Finally gets it. Horford backing him down in the paint. Pass fake, kicks it out. D'Anthony Melton loses Christian Brown for the open three, but he can't get it to go. Battle for the loose ball rebound. Melton knocks it out to Moody. Moody gets it over to Pat Spencer. Extra pass to Melton. Melton jab step down the lane, through the paint, ready layup. Got it to go past Strother. And a turnover by Jokic. Good pressure from D'Anthony Melton, forcing the miscommunication turnover between Jokic and Murray. Some pressure in the backcourt. Mango Badger said, y'all are built different for real. You get used to it. I've grown up here, so I'm used to it. We actually like snow days. What we don't like is the day after the snow day. But the snow day, always fun. Moody gets it over to Horford. Horford extra pass to Spencer. Pat Spencer, right corner three. Can't get that one to go. The three-point shots have stopped falling for the Warriors. Can they survive this stretch right here? Cam Johnson bringing it down. And can the Nuggets take advantage of it? Cam Johnson pocket pass to Jokic to kick it out to Murray. Left corner three from Murray on the relocation. Can't get it to go. Christian Brown, the offensive rebound, the putback, and the foul for Christian Brown. It's going to the foul line for one more with 8:30 to go. Chris said, I meant you are the new Anthony Davis. My bad, but it's because of your unibrow. My unibrow? Do I have a unibrow? It's just a light, brother. The Flea said, what was Joker's PRA tonight? I don't know, but he's probably smoking it out of the water. He's up to 23, 13, and 9 already. Christian Brown knocked down his and one free throw. It is a 4-point game. The Warriors, Horford can knock down the floater. D'Anthony Melton. D'Anthony Melton can grab the rebound. And now Jokic has it up top. A little over 8 to go here in the third quarter. Denver crawling their way back in. It's down to 4. And an off-ball foul, and Melton holding on to Murray. Chris said, close enough, unibrow or not, it's close enough. Brother, either it is or it isn't. And it is not. Tanaj, what's up, Tanaj? How much snow do you guys get in New York before they shut y'all down? We don't get shut down for snow. We are used to snow, brother. Nothing gets shut down. Everything will be back open tomorrow morning. Matter of fact, people are in work right now in the snow as it's snowing with the blizzard warning. They are in work and they'll drive home in the snow. And then everything will be back open tomorrow morning as if nothing happened. There are trucks on the street all through the night, driving around, clearing the snow out as it falls, spreading salt on the ground, which helps melt the snow away so it doesn't stick onto the asphalt. They get it into Murray. Murray on the right wing. Coming to his left off the Jokic screen, puts up the three. Can't get it to go. Jokic the offensive rebound, and he gets the easy putback. Moses Moody had no chance in boxing out Jokic there, and it's a 2-point game. Here comes Pat Spencer. They get over to Podziemski. They lob it down low to Horford. He's got 2 on him. Inside pass to Will Richards for the layup. And Will Richards continuously killing the Nuggets on the weak side cut after trying to double Al Horford. I don't know why Jamal Murray keeps getting cross-matched with Horford in the post there. They get it over to Cam Johnson. Johnson across the lane. Gets fouled going to the rim on the floater attempt. 7:30 to go. Cam Johnson going to the foul line for 2. Big Ruts the same way in Chicago. Yeah, I mean, these places that deal with snow every year during the winter, you're used to it. We're used to it. It's got to be a complete disastrous. Usually it's ice. It's not really snow because snow melts. You could find ways to melt the snow. It's ice. Ice is what will shut a city down, right? So if it snows and then it freezes, the snow and the ice, that's when things get shut down. That's when power lines fail. That's when power goes out. But snow isn't really that bad. And we are at the end of February here, and it's been pretty nice. Like the weather's warming up in the 30s here. So as long as we're above freezing temperatures, 32 degrees Fahrenheit, we'll be all right. Not much is going to happen. Snow will fall, we'll remove the snow, and then life will go on. They knock down both free throws. And Moody has it on the left wing. They get it in the Horford in the post being guarded by Cam Johnson. Horford swings through to his left, stops, turns, gets double teamed, and throws it to nobody. Hardaway easily picks it off. Hit ahead to Jokic in transition, leaves it off for Cam Johnson. Scoop layup. Can't get the layup to go. And a foul. On the Cam Johnson layup? I didn't see the foul there, but either way, Cam Johnson going to the foul line for 2 free throws, and Denver is already in the bonus with 7 minutes to go. Talk to us in Texas. We don't have snow plows or snow salt, so we're stuck every time. Yeah, it makes no sense. You should absolutely have that in the back, just in case. Cam Johnson knocks down the first free throw. And a timeout for the Warriors. The Fleet said, I can never be a mod here. I'm too petty. Gotta stick to the Lakes Brigade. Chris Kahn said, well, I got a snow day. Yeah, that's why I got a snow day too. Got nothing to do on a Sunday but watch some basketball. Sons Jen said, Sheffy has a deep bench in the eyebrow department, but there's obviously 2 separate squads there. I do have some thick eyebrows, man. It runs in the family. Family got some thick eyebrows. Mr. Go said, this is annoying. The Nuggets are flopping their way to the foul line. I don't know if it's flopping, brother. You got to stop hacking and whacking away. A lot of silly fouls right now for Golden State. They've been doing it all night. Doing too much reaching. Getting their hand caught in the cookie jar too often. That last one, I don't know about that last foul on Podziemski. I think that's why Steve Kerr called the timeout there. No, he took the free throw already, so they're not challenging it. But I didn't like that last foul that they called on Podziemski on the Cam Johnson layup. I think that was just good, solid defense that forced the miss. Didn't like that. At first, I thought maybe they called it with Golden State trying to box out Jokic on an off-ball foul, on a loose ball foul, I should say. And they didn't. They called it on the layup attempt. Didn't like that call. Not the best officiated game, that's for sure. Denver being in the bonus already with 7 minutes to go is not good. Not boding well for Golden State's chances to win here tonight. But I told you guys earlier. A lot of you guys also agreed. A lot of you guys also said it. Like, it's definitely definitely should be a Denver victory here today. They should be able to walk down the Warriors. Warriors missing too many players. Curry, Green, Porzingis, Butler. 4 high-level rotation players all out tonight. Chris Kahn said, all night I need your opinion, right? Last year's conference finals, Pacers versus Knicks game 1. Like, what's my opinion on it? It's the worst loss I've ever had to witness as a fan. What other opinion? What do you want my opinion on? All right, here we go. We're checking back in. So far, that three-point variance is going the other way for the Golden State Warriors. They could not miss in the first half and have gone mostly ice cold here in the second half. You had to expect that was going to happen. Now they're going to have to find another way to get back into this one or stay in this one and pull off the victory. The Flea said, we have a class of decorum, but I'd like to inform Sheffy and the Knicks Nation that Halliburton has shingles. What? 1,000, Maxie, what's up, Maxie? I have my life savings. I'll go in the state. Please tell me they can win. Sure, they can win, brother. Here we go, under 7 to go. And Denver has tied it up with that last free throw after the timeout. And now Moody has it on the right wing to get over to Post. Post gets it back to Moody. Moody swings through to his right along the baseline. And a big two-handed slam. Just bad defense from Jamal Murray. Got blown by there. There was nobody on help side. Murray has it up top. They get it over to Cam Johnson. Johnson gets it over to Murray. Murray jab step. Puts Moody in the post. Backing him down. Drop step. Floater. Gets blocked. He's looking for a foul call. He doesn't get it. Here come the Warriors pushing the other way. They get over to Moody. Moody up top. Crosses over. Down the lane. Pass fake. Kicks in the corner to Podzimski. Pump fakes. Down the lane. Steps through. Kicks it out the post. Post driving to his left. Spins. Kicks it back out to Pods. Pods on the left wing. Murray comes out to guard him. Then Murray fouls him. A little bit of a frustration foul from Murray. Immediately turns to the refs and starts arguing about the previous one. And I think he got hit with a technical. The Flea said he's not allowed to the team facility until he heals up. I'm not joking. What? You're going to make me look this up, please? Murray got hit with the technical. Warriors knocked down the technical free throw. Chris Content, I want your opinion on how Halliburton did the choke sign. When you knock down a shot like that and you play the way you did and your team wins the game, you're allowed to talk as much smack as you want. Podzimski down the lane. Did I like it? No, I did not, of course. But when you do what you did, you're allowed to talk all the smack you want. Pat Spencer swings it around. Will Richards a three. Can't get it to go. Long rebound. Christian Brown rips it down. And now here comes Jamal Murray. Hit ahead to Jokic. Under 6 to go. We're past the halfway point of this third quarter. Jokic gets it up top to Murray. Murray being guarded by Pods. Swings through to his right. Down the lane. Cross-court pass to Christian Brown. And through his hands. Jamal Murray a little flustered. Are you going to make me look up Halliburton shingles, brother? That's what you're going to make me do? Moody down the lane, kicks it out to Will Richards for a wide open three. Can't get it to go. Jokic with the rebound, and he gets fouled. Hacking and whacking away, and Steve Kerr yelling at his players. Stop reaching in. What are you doing? Just reaching down and hacking away. He is. It came up on Yahoo here. He's away from the Pacers with shingles. Shingles is dangerous, man. Shingles is essentially adult chickenpox, but it is really brutal to go through. He'll be all right. He's got access to the best medical care in the country. Jokic at the foul line for 2. This will be the death of Golden State. Just hacking and whacking away. Really sloppy plays. They already have the rebound, and they're still slapping at Jokic trying to get a steal in the backcourt. Get back on defense. Jokic knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. Jokic knocks down both. Timer was taking the whole time. I apologize. 5:20 to go here. They get over to post. Now over to Pods in the post. Now they get it over to Moody. Moody quickly catches and fires. Can't get it to go. Santos rips the rebound away from Murray and saves it over to post. Kicks it over to Moody. Moody a right corner 3. Can't get it to go. Jokic with the rebound. Off and running. Hit ahead to Christian Brown. One man to beat in Podziemski. And a beautiful up and under layup. Caught in the air. Got the layup to go anyway. Beautiful finish from Christian Brown there. And, of course, another assist to Jokic. Santos with the pull-up 3. Can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound. And a foul on Quentin Post. Going over the back of Jokic. And that is going to be 2 more free throws for Jokic. Just giving them easy points down the court time and time again, man. Relic, what's up, Relic? Chris Kahn said, who do you think is going to retire first, LeBron James or Curry? Considering LeBron is 41, I'm going to go LeBron. Curry's still only 38. Only 38 is crazy to say, but he's still only 38. If we said he'll be all right, he'll be all right. Halliburton will be all right. Shingles is no joke. Very painful thing to go through, but he'll be all right. Like I said, he's got access to the best medical care in the country. Jokic split the free throws, made the first, misses the second. It is a 2-point lead, though, for Denver now. 4:40 to go in this third. And Golden State running out of steam a little bit here. Santos has it on the right wing. Gets it up top to Gary Payton. Hands it off to D'Anthony Melton. Dancing with it, coming to his left. Pull up straightaway 3. Can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound, knocked out of bounds. And a loose ball foul on the Nuggets. Mr. Ghost said Nuggets got a lucky weed because the referees helped them out to get the lead. You gotta get your plays to stop hacking and whacking away, Mr. Go. They just hacking. Stop fouling. You're in the bonus with 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. Santos driving it down, draws the foul on Christian Brown. He's going to the foul line for 2. Jokic, by the way, with that pass to Christian Brown out on the break, he got his triple-double. 26, 16, and 10, all ready for Jokic. We got 4:18 to go here in the third. Got a whole fourth quarter to go through. Mr. Ghost said Warriors versus the referees at home. The Warriors are not going to let you get away with murder. You got to get your hands out of the cookie jar. The referees, they're not going to let you get away with murder. Get your hands out of the cookie jar. Stop hacking and whacking away. You're putting yourself in the bonus. And then you're still committing silly fouls to put them at the foul line. Santos made the first one. Makes the second one. Ties it up at 89 here. Here comes Jokic. He has it up top. Jokic gets it over to Brown. Brown back to Jokic. Jokic coming to his right. Kicks it out to Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown to 3. Got it to go for Brucey. I gave 2 points to the wrong side, but it worked out anyway. It's 92 to 89. D'Anthony Melton walks into a pull-up 3. Can't get it to go. Jokic with a one-handed rebound over Gary Payton. Hit ahead to Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown shoves it over to Hardaway. Hardaway gets it over to Christian Brown. They lob it down low to Jokic. Jokic stops, turns, spins, flips it up. Can't get it to go. Gets his own offensive rebound and put back. Just dominating down low now. Everything coming up roses for the Nuggets. They're now up by 5. This is probably what we expected to happen. Gary Payton has it up top, hands it off to Pods. Pods settles for the straightaway three, comes up short on it. Jokic with the rebound. Home run baseball pass over to Christian Brown. He's going to pull it back out. Doesn't have the numbers, doesn't want to attack needlessly. They get over to Jokic. Jokic up top. Over the top pass to Brown, and Brown throws it away right into the hands of Melton. Hit ahead to Pods. Pods blows past Jokic. Down the lane, leaves it off for Santos for a two-handed slam. Great cut from Guy Santos there. And it's 3. Warriors not going away without a fight here. Christian Brown up top. Gets it over to Murray. Murray being guarded by Payton. Murray dancing with it. Coming to his right. Gets it over to Jokic. Jokic going to look to attack post. Stops. Half spin. Goes under the rim. Easy layup for Jokic. My goodness. He just took Quentin Post to school there out of the post. 96-91. Podziemski. Nash dribble under the rim. Kicks it out to a wide open Gary Payton. Dribbles it into the corner. Puts up the 3. Can't get it to go. Jokic was not guarding him. Daring him to shoot. But Gary Payton, crafty, picks up the steal. But D'Anthony Melton can't get the layup to go. And then Guy Santos' Gary Payton saves it. What an effort play from Gary Payton. My goodness. Melton has it up top. Attacking to his right. Pulls it out against Jokic. Crosses over to his left. Down the lane. Lefty layup. Got it to go for D'Anthony Melton. They're hanging in there, man. They refuse to go down. Jokic hands it off to Murray. Murray a pull-up 3. Can't get it to go. Santos with the rebound. Here comes Melton. The crowd's still into it. Trying to give their team some life here. Trying to give them the energy they need. Down 4 rotation players. Hanging in there. D'Anthony Melton crosses over. Down the lane. Kicks it out. Gary Payton. A wide open straightaway 3. They're going to give him that all night long. They're going to dare him to shoot. Can't get it to go. And then Christian Brown draws the loose ball foul. Battling for the rebound. And now he's going to get 2 free throws. Golden State, after 14 made threes in the first quarter, they are 0 for 13 in the third here. 0 for 13, man. We talked about shooting variance. Golden State could not miss. Shot 50% from three-point range in the first half. 0 for 13 from 3 here in the third. You got to expect that to turn around a little bit come the fourth quarter. That should go a long way for them to try and pull off this victory against Denver. Mr. Go said that's pretty embarrassing that the Nuggets are having a hard time beating the Warriors without Curry. It happens. It happens. This is why you watch the games. Any team could beat any team on any given night. Detroit lost to Washington a couple of weeks ago. We just watched the Cavs struggle to beat, they went down 23, struggle to even play against the Thunder team that's missing SGA, J-Dub, AJ Mitchell, Alex Caruso. This is why you watch the games. Nothing is guaranteed in the NBA. You got to go out and beat that team. Mr. Go said Nuggets are getting carried by the referees. Got to stop fouling, man. Got to stop fouling. Just because a foul is called does not mean the referee rewarded them with that. Foul is called because guys are hacking and whacking away. Rose Pierce said, imagine Golden State Warriors OKC in the finals. A gigantic convention of worldwide me fans. What? It'd have to be the conference finals. Obviously, they can't meet in the NBA finals. They can meet in the conference finals in the same conference. Tay said halftime could be a curse or a blessing. True. You could have it going. You could have the feeling, and halftime could absolutely rob you a little bit of that momentum. It's obviously robbed Golden State a little bit of their the feeling that they had knocking down the 3-ball to start the game. But they were already slowing down a little bit in the second quarter there. Now they've gone completely ice cold from 3. Part of it is the Nuggets are doing a good job of funneling the ball to not very good 3-point shooters, whereas they were not doing a good job of that to start the game. They're funneling the ball to Gary Payton, Brandon Podziemski are taking threes. Those are not knockdown 3-point shooters, not at all. Tanaj said, just so you know, the reason why the Pistons lost to the Wizards is they said they were hurt, that their best friend, Jaden Ivey, got traded. A few of the players said it really shook them. All right, put your big boy pants on and go hoop. You're playing the worst team in the NBA who are trying to lose basketball games and you lost to them. You got smoked by them, actually. It wasn't even a close game. Sorry that your feelings were hurt, but you are grown men. Go play your basketball game. Go do your job. That is not an excuse at all. Players get traded all the time. Matter of fact, they should have been happy for their guy getting an opportunity to actually play, that he was not really going to be able to get in Detroit anymore. They should have been happy to see him go. Give him an opportunity to continue his career. Mr. Go said, nope, the Nuggets are flopping. Sure, man, sure. So we're checking back into the game here. We got 1:39 exactly to go. And who has the ball? Oh, we have free throws here for Christian Brown. That's right. It was a foul battling for the loose ball. Brown misses a free throw, though. He's got another one coming. Christian Brown does rattle in the second one, giving them the 4-point lead. Here comes Brandon Podziemski. Pod's bringing it down. Tries to get over to Pat Spencer, just throws it away. Here comes Tim Hardaway, gets it over to Christian Brown, hands it off to Hardaway. Hardaway in the right wing for a three. Can't get it to go. Bruce Brown with the loose ball rebound, kicks it out to Cam Johnson. Down the lane, draws the foul. Can't get the floater to go, but he's going to go to the foul line for two. Warriors can't stop fouling. My goodness. Cam Johnson knocks down the first one. He's got another one coming. Tanaj said, I'm not trying to make an excuse for the loss versus the Wizards. I'm just saying they were such a tight team, and the brother got traded. Did you see how they treated Ivy after the game yesterday in Chicago? Sure, brother. Players get traded all the time. Teams are brotherhoods. Put your big boy pants on and go out and do your job. Sure. Feelings hurt. You're a professional. My guy has $1 million contract, and he's going to get an opportunity to revive his career in Chicago that he was not going to get in Detroit. So, just go play. The Warriors threw the ball away. Bruce Brown gets the easy layup on the other way. 101-93. You don't think that the Knicks' feelings were hurt when they traded Dante DiVincenzo? Grow up. Put your big boy pants on. Sorry, you don't get... And Horford throws it right to Bruce Brown again. And Bruce Brown bringing it down. Has it on the right wing, gets it over to Christian Brown. Christian Brown, a wide open right wing three. Misses that one badly. Throws up a brick. Ozahar. What's up, Ozahar? Brown, Podziemski has it up top. Being guarded by Brown. They get it up top to Pat Spencer. Spencer, directing traffic. Kicks it out to Podziemski. Takes the lane. Throws up the floater. Can't get the friendly roll on the floater. Battle for the loose ball. Christian Brown pulls it down. And Brown will walk it down the other way. My timer had never started. Restarted. 20 seconds to go in the quarter, though. And a 8-point lead for Denver has opened up. They get it over Cam Johnson. Over to Jokic. Jokic gets it to Christian Brown. Cutting. Ball knocked loose. Hit ahead to Will Richards. Crosses over on Jokic. Down the lane. Loses the ball. No, Jokic knocks it out of bounds. Good hands from Jokic. And there's 6 seconds on the clock here for the Warriors to operate with. The Flea said he used to be tough. Jaden Ivey, loved Jaden Ivey. Coming out of Purdue, loved Jaden Ivey. You can go back and listen to my draft coverage about that. I was advocating hard for the Knicks to trade up for Jaden Ivey. They get it into Mellon. Good pass from Cam Spencer. Good pass from Pat Spencer on the inbound there. They're able to knock it down. Christian Brown, the half-court heave, can't get it to go, and that would be the end of the third quarter. Throw 12 minutes up on the clock. 6-point lead for Denver. May the best team win. May the best team win. We are at 5:40 now. That's when the snow is supposed to pick up the most. Around 6 o'clock, they said. So it was going to start as like a light flurry during the day, which is now, and then become a blizzard at night, all through the night, all the way to 6 tomorrow, 6 in the afternoon. So it's supposed to be snowing for like 36 hours. We'll see how that works out. Here we go. We got 12 minutes in the fourth quarter here. Let's go around the league a little bit. Sean said, first time here, bro, and I've been here all day listening to you while I'm at work. Good calling of the games. Appreciate you, Sean. Appreciate you, man. Is Harden a top 10 shooting guard in PG of all time? Sounds crazy, but he might just be. Probably. I tend to underrate Harden because I was never a fan of his play style. I never really liked to watch him play basketball, but yeah, the skill was there. The career arc is there. The obviously the stats and the accolades are there. He's got himself an MVP. Had multiple 60-win seasons with the Rockets. Made it to the conference finals. Obviously never made it all the way to the finals as the lead guy. Obviously made it with the Thunder when he was the sixth man. But he's definitely top 10. I think it's interesting when you start talking about, because obviously you got Jordan 1. You got Wade in there. You consider Iverson a shooting guard, right? I do. You got Iverson in there. How do you feel about Harden versus Iverson? He's definitely top 10 for sure. Not even a question to me. I think the more interesting question is he top 5? Which is crazy. Mr. Ghost and Nuggets have a 6-point lead because the referees are carrying them. I mean, you are 0 for 13 from 3. You were 0 for 13 from 3-point range in that quarter, Mr. Go. Maybe make a shot, and the Nuggets wouldn't have a 6-point lead. Deb Snyder, what's up, Deb? This is my first time in your channel. Sounds like you're getting a cold. Drink some orange juice. Oh, we've been live since 3 o'clock, so we are working on hour 6. I'm definitely getting a cold, for sure, probably. My voice is also just getting a little scratchy. So this is the last 12 minutes we're going to do, and then we're going to take a little bit of a break, but we will be back for the Knicks taking on the Bulls later tonight. Ozahar said, never liked Harden. Yeah, I wasn't a fan, but obviously supremely skilled. Very good at basketball. Durston, what's up, Durston? Swap your snow for the heat and humidity here? Nah, I'm good, brother. I'm good. I like my snow. Sean said, definitely a victim of holding the ball too long, though. Yeah. I mean, he kind of, obviously he didn't invent that or even start that, but he definitely popularized it because he was so good at it and it was so effective for his team. But, he definitely ran that place down to the ground, though. But he's got Luka to inherit his play style. Got Luka Doncic there to inherit that play style. Joseph said, who won the Cavs OKC game? OKC ended up pulling it out, Joseph. Ended up hanging on for that victory. Cavs made a spirited effort to come back, but could not pull it off. Rose Pierce said, at one point I thought Harden was the best playmaker in the league because it all looked so effortless. He probably was the best playmaker in the league. He was definitely, in that conversation for sure. All right, coming out to start the fourth quarter, Spencer Jones misses a corner 3. Here come the Warriors. Podziemski has it up top, hands it off to Quentin Post. Post gets it over to DeAnthony Melton. Can the Warriors knock down to 3 in this fourth quarter here? Pods dancing with it, coming to his right, down the lane, kicks it out to Quentin Post. Wide open corner 3. Can't get it to go. A call was made before even that shot happened. He missed the shot anyway, so it doesn't matter. But here come the Nuggets bringing it down. Should also do this. My bad. There we go. They get it over to Hardaway. Hardaway coming to his right, down the lane. Puts up the floater. Can't get it to go. He's looking for a foul. He doesn't get it. Here comes Pods. Pods pushing it. Leaves it off a Post. Post gets it over to Moody. Moody inside the Richards. Richards picks up his handle. Kicks it out to Pods. Pods catches. Pump fakes. Driving it down in the lane. Pass fake. Goes up. Gets the floater to go. And the foul for Brandon Podziemski. He's going to the foul line for one more. Can cut it to 3. 101 to 97. Let me blow my nose real quick. Hold on. Let's do it. Pods gets the free throw to go. It is a 3-point game, 101 to 98. Judge, that's a 2 good games so far. This is high scoring. It is pretty high scoring. We're already in the hundreds with 11 minutes to go here early in the fourth quarter. Bruce Brown has it up top. 101 to 98. They get over to Valanciunas. Valanciunas hands it off to Cam Johnson. Curling to his left, steps back, puts up the left wing three. Can't get that one to go. Long rebound. Moses Moody able to grab it. Good boxing out. The ball was actually hit the floor for that rebound, which is very rare. A step back three from Moses Moody. Can't get it to go. The threes continue to elude the Warriors here. Now 0 for 14 since halftime. Bruce Brown up top to get over to Hardaway. Hardaway gets over to Valanciunas. Valanciunas hands it off to Brown. Bruce Brown coming to his left off the Valanciunas screen. Stops, turns, spins, kicks it out to Hardaway. A straightaway three for Hardaway. Can't get it to go. Moses Moody with the rebound. Gets it over to Podziemski, who's bringing it down. Pods has it on the right wing. Directing traffic. Coming to his left off the Gary Payton screen. Kicks it out to Quinn post. Hands it off to Moody. Moody coming to his left. Bruce Brown switches on to him. Shot clock winding down. They don't have a ton of time. Gary Payton's going to settle for the three, and he's going to knock it down. There you go. There's a three-point make. And we're tied at 101. There you go, Golden State. Here comes Denver bringing it down the other way, looking for an answer. No Murray, no Jokic to start the fourth quarter here. Hardaway has it up top. Moses Moody providing good pressure on Hardaway there. They get it to Valanciunas in the post. Catches, pump fakes, going around, and knocks and throws down a reverse dunk on Quinn Post, who went for the old Valanciunas pump fake. Brother, let him shoot that mid-range shot. Podziemski dancing with it, gets the ball knocked out of his hands by Spencer Jones. Here comes Bruce Brown, turning on the Jets all the way to the basket. Layup over Post, got it to go. Not a good night for Quinn Post at all. Has not really provided a whole lot at all in this matchup tonight. Getting gamed on all night long. And now it's a 4-point lead for Denver yet again. A couple of bad turnovers. Rosebeer said, plus his playoff performances. Oh, he definitely was performing in the playoffs. For any of the Harden haters, that is. Jay Amer said he was MVP. He was an MVP. As an MVP on the show, for sure. Ozahar said OKC is scary. They are the best team in the league. We have 9:23 to go. Timer's good? Timer's good. Timer is stopped. 9:23 to go here. Joe said, nah, that's the Pistons? What did I say? What's the Pistons? What did I say? In terms of being a scary team? Either way, the Nuggets have a 4-point lead here with Jamal Murray and Jokic off the court. This is when the Warriors should probably look to take advantage most, right? I mean, they're going to try to, of course, but just that it's starting to snow pretty good now. Yeah, they said around 6 o'clock is when like it's going to start picking up, and the blizzard part of the snowstorm is going to come. So here we go. I mean, I could take a look out, but it's starting to get dark out here, so I'm not really going to see much. Oh yeah, it's getting dark. It's starting to stack up. Starting to stack up. Just that New York City is close tomorrow in preparation for it. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. Got the trucks out already. Heavy snow coming in sideways. Yeah, heavy winds, hard winds. Hopefully it's not too bad. Joe said, I don't get snow in my state, so I'm lucky. Snow's not that bad. Obviously, when you get like blizzard warnings, it could get bad, but Joe said you're going to get a couple feet. I hope not. They said 8 to 12 inches around my area, so hoping for 8 to 12 inches at least. I mean, at most, not at least, at most 8 to 12 inches. We got 9:23 to go here with a 4-point lead. Let's go around the league real quick. We haven't checked it out in a while. What's going on with everybody? Looks like the Hawks are going to pull it off against the Nets, to be expected. And the Raptors eventually blew it open against the Bucks down there. Up by 20. Obviously, we have our Nuggets Warriors coverage here. Mavericks Pacers have tipped it off. They're 7:40 to go in the second quarter. That's a 2-point game. Shout out the Pacers. Go ahead, Indiana. Pull up that victory. Room for it. And then we got the Hornets-Wizards tipping off in about 20 minutes or so. And eventually we'll get to our Knicks-Bulls coverage later tonight. Here we go. Podziemski has it up top. Gets it over to Moody. Moody over to Gary Payton. Gets it over to Post. Post over to Moody. Moody, a left wing three, and there the three-point shots are falling. They're back to it. The nightmare of that third quarter is over. 105 to 104. 9 minutes to go. Restart the timer, come on. 9 minutes to go. Cam Johnson has it on the left wing. Cam Johnson has not been very effective here tonight. Quentin Post flops to the floor looking for a foul call on Valanciunas. He doesn't get it. Valanciunas takes him to the post. Can't knock down the fall-away jumper. Here comes Podziemski, who gets a running start. Reed gets it over to Moody. Moody gets caught in the air and throws it away. Not a good pass from Pods or Reed there. Nobody had the angle to go to the rim. Just got to pull that one back out. Bruce Brown has it up top. You get over to Spencer Jones. Spencer Jones back over to Bruce Brown. He's going to settle for the straightaway three. Can't get it to go. Bailing out the Warriors defense there. Gary Payton gets it over to Richards. Back to Payton. Payton has it up top. Hands it off to Moody. And he gets stripped by Bruce Brown. He's going to go the other way for the easy two-handed slam. Bruce Brown's had a huge impact here in the second half. He is up to... Where is he at? 12 points, 5% from the field tonight. Post hands it off to Richards, gets it over to Pods. Podziemski driving it down, going along the baseline. Inside the Richards. Richards a little floater. Can't get the floater to go. Battle for the loose ball. Cam Johnson got hit in the face by Richards battling for that loose ball. No foul is called. And Bruce Brown has it up top. Crossing over to his left on Pods. Has it up top, coming to his right at the Valanciunas screen. Pocket pass to Valanciunas. Rumble tumbles his way down the lane. A lot of contact, no foul call. It does knock down the layup anyway, though. Back to a 5-point game for Denver, 109 to 104 with 7:20 to go here in the fourth quarter. They give him the delay of game warning. Jokic and Murray at the scorer's table getting ready to check in. Podziemski bringing it down. We're quickly approaching the halfway point here in the fourth quarter. It's a 5-point game. Podziemski gets it over to Post. Extra pass to Will Richards. Richards has it on the right wing. Gets it over to Moody. Moody over to Podziemski. Over to Gary Payton Jr. Gary Payton launches another one and he knocks down another one. Gary Payton Jr. suddenly can't miss from three. Gary Payton Jr. is now up to 15 points tonight. It's back to a 2-point game, 109-107. Valanciunas has it up top. Under 7 to go. Valanciunas hands it off to Hardaway. Hardaway leans in. Gets it over to Bruce Brown. Now in the Valanciunas in the post against Post. Can't knock down the hook shot. Good defense from the Warriors there to just force him to make a shot, and he can't knock it down. Gary Payton bringing it down, hands it off the Post. Post kicks it over to Podziemski. Podziemski coming to his left. Driving it down, leaves it off. Gary Payton leaving him open, daring him to shoot. Can't get that one to go. Battle for the loose ball rebound. Valanciunas strips it down. And now here come the Denver Nuggets. 109 to 107. Bruce Brown has it up top to get over to Hardaway. Hardaway on the right wing. Hands it off to Bruce Brown. My bad. Bruce Brown coming to his right. Throws up the floater. Can't get the floater to go. Battle for the rebound. Pods does a good job knocking it over to Richards. Richards back to Pods. Pods on the left wing. Gets it over to Moody. Moody driving to his right. Down the lane. Scoop layup. Got it to go for Moses Moody. And we're tied at 109. 6 minutes to go. We're at the halfway point and a timeout for the Denver Nuggets. Tied at 109. Mr. Gar News, what's up, Gar News? Come on, Nuggets. Tied at 109. It's a battle. Sean said, sad that the Wizards and the Hornets might actually be better than my Bulls next year. I thought I would never live to see the day. NBA is cyclical, man. NBA is cyclical. Well-run organizations tend to stay good and relevant, at least. And if you're not a well-run organization, you can get lucky and get a good young player to build around and figure it out from there. But the Wizards will have their day. Wizards will have their day. The Bulls will have the day. They finally picked the path. They finally picked the path, Sean. Too long, you guys were just hanging around the middle, not doing nothing, right? Just hanging on to Levine, DeRozan, and Vucevic for what? We weren't winning anything with that core. It should have moved on from it a year and a half, 2 years ago. And you held on to for way too long because your ownership just really valued that play-in money. But they finally picked the path. I think you're in much better constraints here. Finally go for the tank, get yourself a nice young player, and start that rebuild. Stuck in the middle for too long. Big Rud said, I'll be back for the matchup, of course. I'll see everyone there. Appreciate you, Big Rud. Appreciate you. Drove said, do you see that 157 from the Nuggets against the Trailblazers yesterday? I did see that final box score. I didn't watch the game, obviously, because we were covering our Knicks game, but I did see that box score. Mr. Garnu said, I need the Nuggets to win for my parlay. I'm rooting for you, brother. I'm rooting for you. Craig Yang, what's up, Craig? Will Murray go back in? Murray's coming in after this timeout. 2 more points from him. You'll probably get it, brother. George Jones said, what's the statute of limitations on that? On what? Ozahar, awesome game. It is a very good game. 2 very good games back-to-back. Cam Johnson really struggling today. He's only 1 for 4 from the field. He does have 9 points, getting himself to the foul line. Bruce Brown with 12. Gary Payne with 15. Moses Moody with 23.7 boards, 4 assists tonight for Big Moody. Just had a nice strong drive to the basket to tie us up at 109 here with 6 minutes to go. Almost exactly 6 minutes. 5:59 to go. Halfway point. All right, here we go. Jokic and Murray. You got 6 minutes to work with. Tied ball game. Can you pull it off? You should be able to. Christian Brown has it up top, being guarded by Santos. You get over to Jokic. Jokic settles for the 3. Can't get it to go. Not a good shot from Jokic. Bailing out that Warriors defense. They get over to Pods. Pods walks into a 3. That's also not a good shot, but he knocks it down. Brandon Podziemski gets the pull-up 3 to go, and the Warriors lead by 3. And Jokic turns it over. Jokic giving the game away. Here come the Warriors. They get over to Horford. Horford on the left wing. Backing down Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown getting physical. They kick it out to Podziemski. Podziemski spins, coming to his right. Driving it down. Kicks it out to Santos. Santos pump fakes, driving to his left. Pump fake, steps through, kicks it out to Pods. Shot clock winding down. He has to throw up a tough contested floater. He got it to go. He threw that thing up to the moon. He threw that thing all the way up there, and he got it to drop right down through the basket. And it's a 5-point lead. And Moody wants a challenge here. The Flea said Pods is hooping. Pods is hooping right now. He is hooping right now. Ozahar said, what's the next game you're hosting? We got the Knicks game later tonight, Ozahar. Knicks versus the Bulls, 8 o'clock start time. We'll be live probably around 7:30. They get it into Christian Brown, left corner. Tries to get it up top. DeAnthony Melton jumped the passing lane, and he's going to get a layup. 7-point lead. And the Warriors shot out of a cannon here. Jokic and Murray subbing in, and the Warriors said, no problem. We'll run them off the court. 116-109. Golden State looking to pull off the upset victory here. Durston said, you love it, the game never gets old. Love it. Appreciate you, Durston. Appreciate you. I do love basketball. I do love me some good basketball. 32, 19, and 11 for Jokic. How many turnovers does he have, though? How many turnovers does he have? He has been swinging that ball around all over the place tonight. Jokic with 32, 19, and 11. He does have 5 big old turnovers, though. Too many. Jamal Murray with 3, Christian Brown with 3 turnovers. The turnovers are piling up here as a team. How many do they have? That's 6, 11, 14. They got 15 total team turnovers here. Joe said I want football back already, even though it just ended. I'm good. I'm good on football. In that third quarter, the Warriors went 0 for 13 from three-point range. And they went into the fourth quarter in a tied game, or a 2-point game, or whatever it was. That did not bode well for Denver's ability to pull this game off. Now, can they still win? Of course. 12-0 run for the Warriors here, but they should have been able to build up a lead in a quarter where the Warriors couldn't knock anything down. Murray tries to get in the Jokic and turns it over. The Warriors taking up their defense here, making the Nuggets uncomfortable and just playing right into their hands. D'Anthony Melton has it up top, dancing with it, coming to his right up the Horford screen, stops, turns, pivots, kicks it out. Horford, the straightaway 3, a deep one, got it to go. Al Horford, old man Horford on the pick and pop. It's a 10-point lead for the Warriors. Murray bringing it down. Coming to his right, crossing over. They show a double team. He's got nowhere to go. They tie him up, knock the ball loose. Podziemski picks it up. Oh my goodness, to get it out, D'Anthony Melton knocked me down. Throws up an air ball. Jokic the rebound. Home run pass to Murray. Murray's going to go up for the layup. Got it to go. 5-point swing there. Threw up the air ball and then gave up the layup on the other end. But you still lead by 8. Here comes D'Anthony Melton. He has it up top, being guarded by Murray. D'Anthony Melton on the right wing. A lot of standing around for the Warriors right now. Melton's isolating against Jokic. He's going to settle for the pull-up 3. Can't get that one to go, but Podziemski right there for the putback. Nobody goes to box him out. And back up by 10 they go. 121-111, 3 minutes to go. Murray up top. Picks up his handle, gets it over to Jokic. D'Anthony Melton fell, so Murray has it. Inside pass to Bruce Brown. Smokes the layup, can't get the tip. Bruce Brown too worried about the contact and just smoked the layup. Too strong off glass, and Podziemski has it up top. Under 3 to go now. Pods being guarded by Bruce Brown out by the half-court line. They swing it out to D'Anthony Melton. Melton being guarded by Cam Johnson. Down the lane, kicks it out. Podziemski, an open left wing 3. Oh, he's feeling it. Oh, he is feeling it. Podziemski is burying the Denver Nuggets right now. Jokic up top, picks up his handle, gets it out to Murray. 13-point lead for the Warriors. 20-2 run here over the last 5 minutes. Jokic launches the 3 and knocks it down. Quiets the crowd just a little bit, but it's still a 10-point deficit for Denver here with 2:20 to go. And D'Anthony Melton will bring it down. Melton gets it over to Will Richards. Will Richards got nowhere to go, gets it out to Podziemski. He's had the touch here. He's knocked down that crazy floater. He's got 2 threes in this quarter. Podziemski 1-on-1 against Cam Johnson. Oh, you know he wants to shoot this. You know, mid-range pull-up jumper. That's not your game. Oh, but today it is. Today it is for Brandon Podziemski as he knocks down the baseline pull-up jumper. They get it to Cam Johnson coming to his left against Horford. Lefty layup. Gets swatted out of there by big Al Horford. Pump fake from Bruce Brown. They kick it out to Murray. Pump fake, 1 dribble in, puts up the 3. Got it to go for Jamal Murray. But it might be too little too late as we're under 2 minutes to go here. It's a 9-point game. Warriors have the ball. They show a double team to Santos. They easily get it over to Melton. Melton being guarded by Cam Johnson. Obviously, they're going to try and apply some pressure there. And a bunch of players falling over each other. And I think they're going to call the foul on Cam Johnson. Spence, what's up, Spence? Stop celebrating the Nuggets are messing up my parlay. Hey, that's you, brother. That's your money, not mine. The Fleas said a legacy game for Pods. Podziemski through the first 3 quarters was 1 for 10 for 3 points tonight. In this fourth quarter alone, he's got 10 points. He's 5 for 6 from the field. Is that right? He's 7 for 16 so far. 7 for 16 from the field. He's got 18, 14, and 9. He's working his way to his own triple-double. They keep talking about Jokic with his incredible triple-double, 35, 20, and 12, and it is, but that's Jokic. Podziemski tonight, 18, 14, and 9. A Josh Hart stat line if I've ever seen one. Spence said, first it was the Cavs, now it's Denver. Unfortunate, brother, unfortunate. Joe said a bunch of players falling all over each other. That's the only way I could describe it. Just D'Anthony Melton had it up top. Cam Johnson was guarding him, and then all of a sudden, people were falling down. Sons Jen said, I don't like him, but today is National Posh Day, for sure. Shout out Brandon Podziemski, man. Joe said, how many points does Pods have? Pods has 18 points, 14 rebounds, 9 assists for Brandon Podziemski tonight. 7 for 14 from the field. Most of his points coming here in the fourth quarter. Moody with 23, Melton with 20, Horford with 20, Santos with 17. Look at this lineup. Look at this egalitarian scoring here. Everybody getting in on the action. Drew said, I didn't mean it like that. I just meant players falling over each other is funny. I get you, brother. I get you. I just had no other way to describe it. It is funny. And a 5-second call. Warriors couldn't get it inbounded. Good defense from the Nuggets. 1:30 to go here. They get the ball back, trailing by 9. Jamal Murray rushing it down. Get it over to Cam Johnson. Hands it off to Jokic. Coming to his left, loses the handle, picks it up. Cross-court pass to Cam Johnson, the 3 on the right wing. They need it. And he has been off all night long. But long rebound out to the Nuggets. Jamal Murray has it up top now. Gets it over to Cam Johnson. Another one from Cam Johnson. Can't get that one to go either. And Cam Johnson's selling this game for the Nuggets here tonight. He can't hit nothing. He is 1 for 7 from the field. And the Anthony Melton has it on the right wing. We're under a minute to go. Forgot to start the timer, but we're under a minute to go. And this one is going to be going to the Warriors. Melton up top being guarded by Johnson. Driving to his left. Kicks it out to Pods. It's been the Pods quarter. Kicks it over to Melton. He's got to fire it up with the shot clock running down. Doesn't hit the backboard, and it's a shot clock violation. 43 seconds to go. Raymond said they're done. Golden State got them. They did get them. They got them down the stretch here. Here comes Jamal Murray. He's going to come down and heave up a 3. He's not. He's going to drive it in. Tries to leave it off for Jokic, but gets kicked out of bounds by Moody. 38 seconds to go. And this one all done with the final score. 126-117. Only thing Pods needs is one more assist. To get it into Murray. Murray's got to fire up the 3. Desperation shots. Pods with yet another rebound. And they get it over to Melton. Melton will bring it down, and that will end it. They're not going to foul, and that's it. Get it out to Pods. Pods over to Moody. Moody inside to Horford. Horford for the dunk, and that is going to end it. Final score is going to be 117-128. What a game. What a doubleheader we had. We still got one more game to cover. Got the Knicks versus the Bulls later tonight. And with the snow picking up, it is the perfect time for me to go and get some stuff done before the stream starts. It is 6 o'clock. We will be live in probably about another hour and a half here at 7:30. We'll go through our pregame rundown. We'll talk about last night's game. We'll preview tonight's game against the Bulls, of course. But with that being said, I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me for about 6 hours here. How many? Yeah, 2.5, about 5.5 hours. Been live for about 5.5 hours here. Appreciate you guys. We will be back in a couple of hours, in about an hour and a half for the Knicks game. But with that being said, shout out to all of the channel members, whether you decided to become a channel member yourself or you were gifted a membership. I thank you guys for all of the support. K Hazy, Mango Badger, Raymond, Joseph, Oda Austin, the Fleas, Sons Jen, of course, everybody. Appreciate you guys. And we will be back in a little bit. But go ahead, get your snacks, go take a shower, brush your teeth, do whatever you got to do, and we will be back in a while. But until then, I appreciate you guys. I'll see you soon. Remember to brush your teeth, stay hydrated, and I'll catch you in a second. Bye! Or I'll see you later, I guess.